Welcome to serverDNA Live with Flava Season 2. I couldn't say. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, greetings and welcome back to serverDNA Live Season 2 with Flava, proudly brought to you by MSI together with myself. My name is Flava. The host of the show, and tonight we're bringing yet another episode where we bring in some amazing guests to join us right here physically at the studio and together back at home through the Zoom platform. But before all that, we just want to say greetings and welcome to each and every one of you guys tuning into the show we have for today, wherever you may be. Maybe if you're at home or if you're still outside watching it using your mobile phones and devices. Thank you so much for joining us for yet another episode. And trust me, you would not want to miss this episode because we're bringing you some amazing topics to be discussed right here with some amazing guests, some first-timers, some people who've been together with us for times, some people who have stolen the show from me before as well as a host. Yeah, you'll get to see him in a bit itself. But before we jump into all that, just a little bit reminder to each and every one of you guys that you stand a chance to win some amazing prizes at the show as usual. And this time about, we're giving you an amazing item, and more about that later on at one point of the show, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to reveal too much about it, but I'll mention. Can they even see? Yeah, they will see it later, okay? They will see it later. But anyways, yeah, so at the end there is basically our giveaway item right here. Be sure to check in and register at a.serverdna.sdna.asia. And also, you are eligible to actually stand a chance to win some amazing prizes if you partake in the feedback form fillings and answering the poll as well. All right, and just do both of them, and you're eligible for 2 lucky draws for the day. And hopefully, 2 of you guys get to bring back home some amazing prizes. If you don't win anything, you know what? Try again next time, okay? If you don't win here, you can win on Friday on Angel and Friends show, or you can win it on Monday at No Tech Tash with Tash Money, or you can try winning it on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. together with Stephen Bones, everything at his new show. Alright? So anyways, without ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you our guest for today physically at the show. Yeah, because usually we would have videos by then for the show, so we didn't have the video, okay? I learned my lesson from 2 weeks ago. It's for right gentlemen and ladies. You know, I almost... yeah. No, I just said ladies. No, I was like, ladies. Oh my goodness, I'm being judged already. We haven't started anything yet, okay? All right.
Good start. I like this.
Good. Not a good one for me. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us right here at the show. And of course, we also have some guests joining us back at home as well, or you know, somewhere within the office premises right here. All right, if you guys could actually wave. Guys, can you guys hear us?
No, not really. Could you repeat that again?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. Jackson!
Why are you picking your nose, Jackson?
Why are you playing like a video background? It's like...
It's very distracting.
I don't know. He does that probably. All right, so let's
Sorry,
get to
guys.
know a little bit about our guest right here. So who's gonna start first? Are you guys gonna be like gentlemen?
Ladies
or...
first, ladies first.
You know, ladies first is not a gentleman. Is it really a gentleman-like thing?
Nah.
It's like I thought you were gonna take, you know, the first shot at it.
Take
It's
one
like,
for
you know
the
what?
team,
Let
right?
me handle this.
No.
What do you mean no? I'm expecting more from the head of marketing of EVOS. Okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, go first, okay.
Okay, hi, everyone. Where am I supposed to look at now? There is it. What's up? So, my name is Ameerah, number 1 Idros, or I mean that's what I'm known in the community. Or my full name is Ameerah Idros. I am currently working in a esports industry.
Why you look so uncertain? Why you look at us? It's your job.
No, tak, dia macam blank out kejap macam ping. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm actually working in the esports industry as actually a league operator or a tournament admin, as well as a community manager. Part time, I also do content creation as well as streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and also Twitch. Kenapa kau judge aku?
No. I didn't say this. You see, people assume that I'm judging them just by looking at them. Right? No, Ameerah was like this. She was like, I work as... and then she was like looking to the right, as like expecting to find answers somewhere here.
I
like,
went blank, okay? I went blank. I don't know what to say. Macam like, e-sports organizer. Yes,
Yes, that's what I do. I think. You know.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, so Ameerah never won. Just why never won? Is that something like it sounds like you're like never alone? There's always somebody there with you. Or something.
Okay,
Why
so,
never won?
So basically, the story goes back then. Me and my boyfriend, currently now husband, we were trying to find some like cute names together. So I know it's cringing, right? But yeah, I mean we were like looking for like all those like names, you know, trying to find something like counterparts each other or something.
Wait, this is names for in the game.
In the game.
Okay,
in the
okay,
game.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not tak adalah panggil macam never won, memang tak lah.
I know, you didn't tell the viewers.
In game, guys, in game, okay, in game. So then one of our friend actually came out like, why not you just use this one quote from one of the champions in League of Legends that was Kindred, which literally said never one without the other, which is actually a wolf and a lamb. So that's where it came. So I took the name Never One, and my husband took Without the Other. So when we queue up together, it's like Never One Without the Other. Duduk sebelah-sebelah.
That is so comel. I'll buy that. That works.
Thank you.
Does your community know this?
Yeah, they do actually. They do.
Everybody
Every time, mak aku
knows
terkejut.
this. What you talking about, Ameerah?
Never one without the other.
Yeah. So basically, if my husband goes in game, everyone like, oh, you're Ameerah's husband, aren't you?
Oh, that's way to mark a
Yeah.
So
territory.
if somebody else with the name without the other comes in,
I'm gonna smack that person.
oh, okay.
Whoever dares to steal the name, I'm gonna.
It would be great if the community joined in together and put out that name together. Therefore, we will see Ameerah beating the shit out of everybody else in the community, you know? Let's see if Ameerah would actually pull that off itself.
No, tak apalah. I baik. I kakak baik, tak apa. Tapi, tak. Okay, dah, cukup.
Yeah, I like how you call yourself baik. You know, like nobody ever says, like nobody baik ever tells you, yeah, I'm baik. Anyway. Alright, thank you so much, Ameerah. We'll get to know more about her in a bit. So anyway, so okay, who's next? Okay, since Ameerah
Tu
just
kata
started.
baik lati-lati amplom tak nak. Want to juice ke?
Are you regretting going first or something? Like,
No,
what was
I'm
this?
not.
Okay. Alright, Venus, would you like to go first? Next?
Sure. So, hi. Thanks for having me for the second time. I was here 2-3 weeks ago, I guess.
Yes.
So, I'm Venus. I'm a full-time costume designer. I'm a full-time cat mama. Part-time animal rescue, mainly cats. Quarter-time streamer, I guess. I'm a casual streamer. I don't stream like them pros. So, yeah. Because I already intro myself 3 weeks ago. You can watch the video from 3 weeks ago.
They are not gonna like let us find the video from 3 weeks ago to figure out what in the world does she do, okay? No, but
Why
at least you got to a good start, you know? You know what you're doing, alright?
Kau ajar.
You see, I didn't point out any fingers, okay?
I know you're talking to me.
Okay. Yeah, so you're doing a lot of stuff. You're a cat mama?
Yeah, I have 5 cats.
5 cats?
Yeah, not
okay.
as much as this guy.
No, okay.
I got 3.
You have a lot in the foster home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're gonna talk about that. All right. So, cat mama. What is it? Pet savior.
I do some rescue.
Pet rescue. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pet rescue. Not restricted to cats only, right?
Because it's not like I'm not okay with dogs, but they're so energetic that I'm afraid of them.
So you're
So
scared of saving the
a bit-
dogs.
Usually when they're very sick, I'm okay with it. It's just that sometimes when they're the healthier part, when you go to a shelter home to help, they're very energetic. I tend to just do all the washing and less on the grooming part.
Dogos do
But
have a lot of
cats-
energy.
Oh, I roll
Okay.
with them.
All right. So cats are lazy and dogs are energetic. Is that what we're trying to say here? No.
No, cats groom themselves 24/7. How can you say they are lazy? Yeah,
That is true. My cat does that 24/7. Every time.
Okay. All right.
Hardworking.
Interesting. So you know that if there was a cat and a dog that needs help or assistance at that one point, you know which one she's gonna save first.
Cat.
Cat. Okay. Look how biased the people are right
I
here.
didn't say that.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Bias.
Yeah, biased much. You see, you know, it's not that this show is against the dog lovers out there. You know, it so happens that the guests that we have for today are totally biased towards cats. So
Yeah, even that guy over there, see, big cat. Wow.
yeah, so another cat lover. Allan's gonna have a hear from his boss saying that that's a cat. It's not a cat, right? It's a cat family thing, lah, but it's okay. All right. Okay, Venus, thank you so much for the introduction right here. All right. Okay, next. Okay, which one of you guys?
I'll
And
go
then what
first.
kind of why are you so shy to introduce yourself?
The marketing guy will be the one to tell us how to do it right after.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Raja Farouk. My stage name is RFB. I'm a full-time music performer, producer, and 100%, 80% of the time I have no idea what I'm doing. Does that make sense?
You said 100. No, you said 80 and then 100.
I mean, I'm Malay. I'm always on the fence about stuff.
At least he's honest about not knowing what he's doing.
Yes, all the time. Right.
At least he's honest about it, okay? Well, that's cool. That's quite a big background. And do mind me asking, like you say your name, you call yourself RFB?
Yes.
Like what does RFB stands for?
Raja Farouk bin.
Bin.
Bit.
Yes, that's it. I'm sorry. I hope I have something more.
It's fine. Wonderful. Don't worry about
Thank
it.
you.
Right.
I like the
Thank
backup,
you.
right, Jinshi? Good job. No, I just had to question it. People call you RFB, right? It's a
Yes.
RFB, and RFB means Raja Farouk bin. Like that bin, is it like the bin between your name and your dad, or is it like bin your name?
That one, the convenient one that was just there because it's there.
Nobody, here's the thing, okay? I've never seen any Malay guys who has the word bin in their names would use the word bin ever anywhere. That's quite unique.
I am that Malay guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
We
that's
have our
quite-
first unique guest right here.
Like my name is Muhammad Farouk bin. Like I'm not gonna like I probably MF. You know, MF sounds so wrong. Okay, but you know I'm not gonna put an MFB,
Bad
right? Like
Dude, that's so cool.
I know it's cool. I get it, but you don't hear any other. You guys tell me one other Malay dude out there who uses the word bin in their abbreviations. I would say, yeah. Me. All right. Okay, that's cool enough. And I believe that you are the first ever. We've had a number of guests joining us at the show. Most of them are basically guesses who actually are in the music and artist industry, but they're actually people who actually play the instruments. But you are a level higher, I would say. You produce, and basically, I would assume you compose as well.
Oh, yes,
But
I
I'm
do.
very sure behind all that, you also play instruments as well, right? Yeah. But no, I'm just saying that, not saying that you don't play an instrument, but usually there are people who actually play the stuff, and then there's people who actually do the composing and doing all this high level stuff. You know.
It's not exactly high level, but yes, I do produce my own stuff because we live in a generation and an age where technically you're gonna have to do everything yourself because it's cheaper.
So true. Okay, so true. Yeah, because
very
it's cheaper,
honest guess on
right?
that.
So yeah, but you guys should do everything. Don't hire anybody else above you. Just do everything on your own. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, RFB, right here. It feels so odd to actually have a guest that has the same name as yourself. So if you guys don't know it, my real name is Farouk. So his name is Farouk. So I'm glad that he introduced himself as RFB here.
Wait, same spelling?
Farou.
I mean, Farouk.
Q. Yeah. So a different spelling. A little bit special here. So. All right.
Finally.
Finally, you don't have a choice, Allan. Like seriously.
So everyone's in.
Because this is the last one, can you
Pressure,
make it
pressure.
special? You have
I
to
like how
stand.
everybody's just looking at you like,
right.
okay.
Okay, hi. My turn, marketing talk for a while.
Should we turn to a few episodes back to figure out what you do or something? Or
That one you all can watch.
Okay.
Hi everyone, good evening. Adam Ajay, Chris Lim, Lia Liana, Caprice Rin, Kevin Neo, Prince Adam, and the rest. My name is Allan. I'm handling regional marketing and PR at EVOS Esports. We are an esports organization based in Southeast Asia. We have teams in Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, and of course Malaysia. In Malaysia, we have a PUBG mobile team called EVOS VIP and a Mobile Legends team called Suhas EVOS. And we've raised about $16.4 million to date across Series A and Series B investment. And thanks to Rupan and serverDNA for having us on the Flava show. So thanks to esports and gaming, I got to know some of the cool people here, like Flava and even Ameerah and Rajinshi. We played some Apex Legends together, and happy to meet the rest of the speakers today as well, like Venus, Farouk, and the rest online. Thank you.
That's why he's in
Man, he
marketing.
done this. You
Marketing.
do this
Wonder.
right, bro.
Guys.
Do you do
That's how
PR
you
as
do it.
well?
Thank you very much.
Wait, you do marketing, right?
Yeah, marketing and PR as well.
Marketing
no
and
wonder.
PR.
5 star.
Yeah. All right. So here's the thing, Allan. the thing about him is that every time he introduces himself, it feels like it's the same introduction, but he just changed a few names, right? So before this, Ameerah wasn't in the picture. So basically, it was just me and then some other guys that he knows, and he would just fill in and. Okay, all right. So if you look at the previous episode, it will be the same intro. All right, but here's the thing. He's that good to a point where he knows the right things to say. All right, to introduce himself. You know, like some people who don't know.
You know, I'm back here for a revenge, right?
Yeah, I would like to apologize to the League of Legends community over what happened last week. You know, I didn't know what Ahri does or anything in the game, so hence, yeah, I would like to apologize. My name is Allan. Thank you so much for joining us. If you guys don't know Allan, he has done a number of things on the show. He has been a guest at the show before. He has stolen the show from me before. Basically, he put me as a guest and then he took over my show as a host. And now he's back here as a guest, a very important guest, I suppose, together with all amazing guests joining us right here. And of course, we don't want to miss out on our Zoom guests who's currently at their office/homes right here. So, Raijinshi, would you mind taking over on this one?
All right, sure. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. Everybody in the studio and also from their homes. My name is Jackson Rajin Shili. Currently today joining in the Zoom call instead of being on the on physically over there, because I didn't want to wear pants today essentially. So like I decided, you know what? Why not just stay at home? You know, comfort, right? No pants, loosey goosey, and enjoy the co-hosting. I'll be helping out a little bit with the co-hosting over here tonight. Okay, so like, you know, if you don't mind me interjecting here and there, you know, to help with the flow a little bit lah, huh? Flava, okay? Onza, right? Don't angry me if I interject a little bit too much, okay? So right, there you go. There, okay. Other than that, I mean, I think that's all. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining in. We will. Why don't we go like this?
I thought he was done. I was like, okay, so that's it. We're done.
I'm done. They already know what kind of person I am from the last one lah. Okay, don't worry about it. We'll move on. Okay, let's go.
All right, hi. My name is Stephen Bones, and I am just a nice person who likes playing nice video games. I stream on Twitch under the banner Stephen Bones Everything. I've made like parody songs, parody videos. As well, some people might know it from the stuff like the Nasi Lemak Lion King, the Nasi Lemak, that kind of thing. So yeah, I've done quite a bit of that for quite a while. I started streaming last year and have started building my little community. And I was also in one of the voices in a game called No Straight Roads by Metronomic Studios. I also do a show on serverDNA called Indiana Bones and the Curse of the HorrorBox. It's a show where we play nothing but Paw Patrol and My Little Pony for 4 hours every week.
Such lies.
So that's the guy. That's the guy on the other show.
Gosh.
All right, so thank you very much, Stephen Bones, I guess. Let's move on to our next guest. The furthest guy on the left. The other Chinese guy.
Right, thanks.
We're racial profiling very fast today.
Right. You know, it's like, you know, order ma, right? Okay, anyways, continue on. Sorry.
My
No
name
worries,
is
no
Stephen
worries.
Pang.
Very Singaporean.
All right, hi everyone. I'm Chee Kong. I'm representing Community Fiesta today. Those who may not know Community Fiesta, we usually run the largest anime games and comic-based event in Malaysia. Usually we have it in KLCC at every end of the year. Sadly, we didn't have it last year during the pandemic. Primarily I help out as a event manager. Basically, that just means I do everything that my other team members are not able to do. Right? So we're a small team. We handle everything along with our great bunch of volunteers that really help out and manage a 60,000 crowd event every year nearly flawlessly. So you don't really see me much because I'm really usually behind the scenes a lot. So much so that I don't think Steven also realized that actually I was also the organizer of Level Up KL. Yeah, so we kind of work together, but you might not notice. Yeah, so that's usually handled behind the scenes. But yeah, be around everywhere, and thanks to serverDNA and Rupen for inviting me on the show, and hopefully I'll be a good guest, I guess.
Yay!
I just want to ask, like, How come you said last year there was no Comic Fiesta? Because we saw pictures of people posting that there was a Comic Fiesta happening last year. So.
Oh, was there? Was there? Oh.
How did you not know this? You're the event manager, alright? Okay, no lah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, basically, I think that was just it was basically just a troll that knowing that it was during the whole MCO period, so everybody was posting as if they were at Comic Fiesta.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
yeah, over there. Yeah, is this it? Is this it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, if you guys didn't join us at Comic Fiesta 2020, you guys are missing out, right? It was the
Yeah.
best.
Too bad. It was the best. I think it was the best.
Yeah, too bad. It had more attendees than the ones we had in 2019 itself. So congrats Comic Fiesta team for that. They're not taking pride in any of it, but still. Yeah. Since you guys already know that Chee Kong is actually the event manager of Comic Fiesta, stop DMing him for free tickets for CF this year. Okay, golden question. Is CF gonna happen this year?
No comment.
Oh.
No comment.
Shit,
It will happen in my dream.
I was about to trap him into like giving answers here, and then imagine tonight there'll be everybody in the ACG community will go crazy. It's like, oh shit, official statement for Chee Kong is gonna happen this year. All right. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, we appreciate the energy. So as much energy as you can, you can send it to us, and hopefully things might happen. That involves the vaccine, mostly.
So what, you go to Comic Fiesta and you get a vaccine like right then and there.
Think about it, I think that's a great idea.
And you get a vaccine on the day for free.
Yeah, for free.
I think that's a great idea. No, knowing that Comic Fiesta is such a huge event right here within our country, that'll be the best time and place to actually vaccinate a large amount of people at the same time.
True.
Right? So yeah.
I think you're talking about another event. That's not our event.
You'll prevent the otaku cluster and then all the syringes.
Yeah.
All this. Imagine the branding opportunity, my friend. Like the syringes, right? You have all like just Comic Fiesta.
Yeah, just
Comic
like
Fiesta
anime, stuff like that. All the waifus would be on the syringes.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
imagine the nurses. Oh, it was good.
Okay.
I don't want to overestimate ourselves, but if MOH is listening, hit us up. We don't mind collaborating, definitely.
Wow.
You
Betul,
my
Nosha.
idea tu Flava.
Call me, bro.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get all the people around the country to come over.
This is
All right,
really
why don't
good.
we
Yeah.
finally move on to our final guest, the one that's very quietly in the background in the space, like the first Malaysian in space, is it? Would you
I thought we already
please
had a Malaysian in
speak up?
space.
Testing. Okay, hi
We can hear you.
everyone. My name is Nuzaru. I am an application developer and consultant. I make VR content and sometimes applications in games. And in my other life, I do cosplay stream. So yeah, nice to meet you. Hi.
Short and sweet.
可愛いですね。
とても。
かわいいかわいい、めっちゃかわいい。ヌザルちゃんかわいい。
Oh my god, the weebuness is overflowing.
I feel like I want to pull up mine. Okay, never mind, Jackson. Okay, right.
All right. So other than that, so what kind of costumes do you actually do you normally go for? Right, because cosplaying is such a is such a taboo in Malaysia at least. It's a little taboo, don't you feel? Right, because there's people that's gonna be like, all right, if you're a Chinese
Malay lah.
influencer or something, you can wear something, you can afford to go a little bit sexier, and people really wouldn't judge, right? Because because you're Chinese and all that, right? But as a Malay Muslim, when you are cosplaying, do you ever feel any pressure to need to cover up a little bit more, or need to create costumes that are of an alternate design
Jackson
that
already
don't
hijacked you.
show so much, so the haters aren't going to be like, oh, tak tutup aurat lah weh, tak tutup aurat weh.
Actually, I never have that problem because I'm a hijab cosplayer. So yeah.
I see. There you go.
Glad to hear that as well. Because if
I like how the
something that
question was
happens,
longer than the answer.
Exactly.
She answered it so
Trying to
easy. It was like, that was never a
sure,
problem.
right? Guys.
It would be strange if a hijab cosplayer got those kind of problems.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
What if they were covering not everything? You know, some of them are like, oh, you know, you're not wearing the burqa. You know, you're showing more than your eyes or something like that. You know, there are people like crazy like that one.
In Malaysia.
So just wanted to make sure. So I'm very glad that Nuzaru is is in the green zone lah at the moment. So thank you very much for letting us know that. Why don't we send the attention back to the studio over there real quick, because it seems that Flava has something to continue on, is it?
I felt that Rajishi was asking all his own personal questions to her. And she was like, I just want to know, like, if people do throw to you like all these bad speculations that if the Malay Muslims and all this. I think for those who do not know, for ACG community, right, there is actually an event specifically for hijab cosplayers. All right, I think the first one was actually being done. It's either 2 or 3 years ago itself, which was amazing. Just trying to show that there are people who are actually still able to follow the religious path, at the same time still able to actually do what they love, which is actually doing cosplay together with us, so which is quite an amazing thing. So if you guys do join us at ACG event, you get to see more of these kind of people being featured right here. But I get why that question came out, because not everyone goes by and does hijab cosplay right here.
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for the introduction right here. Together with our physical guests at the studio, and of course, together with amazing guests joining us from back at home or at their offices right here, we're going to be discussing on our topic for today, which is none other than a different perspective, all right, on social media survival. All right. So I like how scary, when I first got the topic, I was a little bit worried because it was talking about survival. It feels like we're dying on social media. But knowing that we're living in the year 2021, where social media is kind of like, not saying the next big thing, it's like the thing which everybody is holding on to, because during PKP, MCO and all this, there was nothing else we could do other than sitting back home and browsing through the internet, and that's the only thing that you can actually get back to see what everybody else is doing, whether they're cooking, surviving, dying back at home, wherever they are, right here during Seoul's Rama. And even though we're in the midst of recovering from all this pandemic, from coronavirus, social media is still the big thing that everybody is like grasping and holding on to right now. A tool that is being used for numerous amount of reasons, for survival reasons, for working purposes, for boosting ecological and survival in life and more. All right, that's why we're bringing in all these amazing guests from different perspectives and lives and businesses to discuss on this. All right, now this is a very open session. It's not restricted to a single individual and all this. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is social media to you, like on a daily basis? Like on a daily, how important is social media to you? All right, just a simple answer. Like scale 1 to 10.
Me.
Yeah.
20.
Okay, yeah. Allan will die without social media. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry, was that too drastic? I mean, it was fast. Again.
Okay.
5.
All right. No, but when you say 5, it feels like you didn't need it so much. Like,
I mean,
like it's like a 50-50. You know, when you say 5, it's like 50%, 50%.
I believe in moderation.
Okay.
Strongly moderation. I mean, technically it's very important, but I have my publicist for that. So most of the time, I think it's more important to have a good moderation to almost anything. Because without balance, you can actually fall off. And that's bad.
Leave it to the PR guys, right? Leave it to the PR guys to do their thing.
Hey, it's a pleasure meeting you, Allan.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
I didn't expect that from him. No, the thing is, I feel like RFB was saying earlier that, you know, it's cheap if you can do everything on yourself. But then I didn't know he actually had somebody else working for him. You know, what happened? You couldn't go cheat there, is it?
See, being Malay, we're all stubborn. We were told not to, and yet we still did it. So
okay.
I'm that kind of guy who needed somebody to tell us, okay, you know, you do your stuff, and we'll handle this for you.
Okay.
So
Cool
it's
enough.
a good deal.
I like how you justify it. Yeah, that's very good right here. Venus.
Okay, when it comes to work, as in the costuming part, because right now it's more like word of mouth and recommendation, so I rely lesser on social media, so maybe 5.
Ooh.
However, I also started doing a bit of streaming and stuff, and all this animal rescue stuff. I think maybe 7 or 8, because I'm not a phone person.
So
So Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, all that, it's more important for me.
Okay.
And when it comes to advertising or help create awareness that can spread to a wider range of people, that's going to be Instagram and Facebook. But that's all I have, Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. Okay. All right. Mira?
For me, I guess it's a 10 lah for me, because one thing when you're being in a community, you always need to like be updated on what's going on in the community. So me being constantly on the social media is like a thing. It's like a routine for me, like almost every day, to always check and see what's going on, or things to update and things like that. So yeah, it's tiring. Very tiring.
I do at least being paid professionally for it.
I mean, I am being paid. I am being paid professionally for it, lah. But I mean, at the end of the day, before I was, being paid professionally, I did it out of like, pure of my love, out of my own willingness, into it. So, yeah.
Can we pass that to your employer and just say that she's willing to do it for them and she doesn't need to get paid for it?
You think?
Okay, no. Okay. Yeah. I guess things have changed now. All right. So, anyways, how about our Zoom guests right here? All right. So basically, we've got 2 5s and 2 10s.
I'm 20.
Okay, you're 20. Okay, all right, cool.
We got 2 5s and 1 10.
Rajichi, how about you?
I think
How important is social media to you?
Yeah, so I would say for work, it's mostly for work these days when it comes to social media, because that is how you reach out to people, to potential new audiences, or to potential new people to work with, essentially, right? And I feel that it's getting more and more important as the days, as the years pass by. Social media is becoming more and more of an important platform for people to not only just, again, as I said earlier, not only network, but also to spread your reach. And it seems like these days it doesn't really matter what platform you are on anymore. I'm talking about not only streaming, but also on your SOCMED as well. Your SOCMEDs, for example, your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Every single one of them are relevant at the moment, and I believe it's important for you to know that it is relevant to your branding and relevant to you, no matter what you do these days. So definitely, for sure, I would say 10 out of 10. Very, very important for business and for making friends as well.
Okay, all right. How about our other guests? Any guys want to share on this? No, don't worry.
Okay, I'll drop in some input on this.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of professional applications, expanding your brand, marketing yourself, getting your resources out there, I think social media, the importance of social media is a 10 out of 10, because never in the history of mankind and mass communication have we had access, had individuals had access to their own media platform. Like technically you own everything. You own your TV station, you own your radio station, you own your own like publication and all. Like, technically you own everything, and you are able to present everything as how you want it, for a very low cost, or sometimes free, right? So in terms of work and professional applications, yes, 10 out of 10. In terms of personal and actual socialization, I would give it a 0.5 because
Ooh.
yeah, because as time goes on and more people use it for professional applications, because everyone is putting up a front, right? Everyone's putting up a front. They're selling something on social media. So it starts looking like a marketplace. And when it starts looking like a marketplace, it kind of dehumanizes, like, as much as everyone's presenting themselves and being as humanized, very specific human characters, it's also kind of dehumanizing because it's making everyone look very two-dimensional. And when it's sort of a marketplace, I feel like the actual social part of it starts to like really get dialed down, which is a bit strange, yeah. But still, it is an effective means of communication if you're not into that professional usage. But once you get into that professional zone, whoo, yeah, it's 0. Maybe 0.25 instead of 0.5.
True.
Ooh.
You kind of get tired of it, to be honest.
I mean, just on that, just want to touch on that itself. Like, you know how different people use social medias for different purposes. Like, some people would just open up another social media platform, like another profile, just for the sake of business, so that it will not disrupt their social life. Like, one is just for family. Like, I would in this account, I would add like Allan, Ameerah, and everybody else. But this one account is like open where anybody can add me for business purposes and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, there are people who actually do
that.
that as well, just to make sure
but
they are human at the end of the
there's
day.
also always that risk of you know, anyone within either circle, which means either your business one or your personal one, spotting something and bringing it up to the other community, right?
Yeah.
So one thing I always tell people that if you do not want something to ever reach out to the internet or for other people to have access to it, just don't put it on the internet.
True.
Just don't.
True.
There's multiple ways you can. There's many places you can put it, like your personal storage and all this kind of stuff. But if you're putting it on social media platforms, I would say you are kind of exposing yourself. I mean, we've all seen like celebrities and influencers get their iCloud accounts hacked and all this kind of stuff. Like, this is already happening, and they're not posting this on Twitter or Snapchat or whatever. They are uploading this to like what they thought was a secure place, and it still ends up in public.
I would have to say I'll agree to a certain extent of that, because ultimately when you put yourself on the internet, regardless whether it's 1 second, 10 seconds, or a minute, or an hour, right? It's out there forever, regardless of how much damage control you try to put over. Because as you said, there have been celebrities and whatnot that have had their Twitter accounts from like 20 years or maybe not 20 years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, and then they said something very silly when they were younger, and then that's brought up, and they're like, oh, they're racist, and stuff like that. Fair enough. There are the dangers to what you've said when it comes to not separating your personals and your business. But ultimately, when you put yourself out there, there is no way for you to prevent anybody from sleuthing either one side out, because as you said, the world's a very small place. People are going to be like, hey, I used to know this guy. I don't like him. I don't really like him. I want to just bring something out, right? So I believe, Stephen, what you're trying to say is be more careful with what you say online, lest it comes to bite you in the butt. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like the whole thing our mothers used to teach us: if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah. So be nicer people, guys.
Be nice. Be nice. Don't be toxic. Don't be toxic. Yeah.
We know you're creating those new Twitter accounts anonymously, and then go and throw other people. Okay, we know one. Just don't want to say only. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry about that.
Yeah. Let me play Overwatch without having to hear all kinds of nonsense. The voice chat.
I feel a lot of
thank you very much.
being shared.
Shall we move on?
From personal experience, I feel you on this. All right. Okay. How about you guys? What would you guys think about this?
Actually for me, I think another aspect of social media, I think that is really blurring the lines as well, is actually news. For me, I think most of the time I hear news from friends, or like reading, or even like on your phone, they have a mobile pop-ups, right, with Twitter and stuff, before even like actual news outlet, hearing from actual news outlet. So I think for me, the biggest one is news as well, right? Like every day I'm checking MOH Twitter to see the numbers, That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing in my day. Yeah. So yeah, I
basically it's like this, is it? Ayo, today 1,000 numbers. Ayo, CS confirmed postponed already, is it?
Yeah. And then you start looking up tweets from MOH 10 years ago, so they can cancel them.
Yeah. So I think news. That's also blurring the lines, like Facebook and everything is really sharing on news. So for me, that's like almost a 10 for me. Personally, I don't use it that much. Well, I say that, but most of the time I'm just lurking, right? So I don't make noise, but I know what you're doing.
I don't make noise, but I know what you're doing.
I know what you're doing.
Scary.
Like puppet master, right? Pulling the strings at the back. I know.
I do love that when you mentioned Ministry of Health, I think a lot of people have put like star or bookmark that specific website or that link to MOH just to know the numbers. It's one of two things. Number one, they just want to know the numbers so that whether it's going up or down for business purposes. Because if it goes down, they're like, yes, there's a chance that my staff can travel from Sabah back to KL and start working again. All right, and basically it also leads up to whether or not all this whole MCO stuff will be lifted so that we can actually end up doing physical events, you know, not just online events and more. Basically, all this have its own reasoning. And it also makes Ministry of Health as the biggest live streamer in the country. You know, have you ever seen how many views they get from one live? You know, compared to all the new streamers out there. Before this, nobody would care about Ministry of Health doing a live stream. But now, when Ministry of Health does a live stream, it's like 90,000 viewers. All right?
Well, give me some of those viewers, I'm
I'm one of you contributing to it. When Prime Minister gives a speech nowadays, the live stream the speech is going to be roughly around 5 minutes. But he roughly got like a few million views already. Okay? That's how amazing like these things are right now, and the importance of having all the social media stuff right here.
I can imagine, right? A lot of like advertising companies and marketing companies are just looking at, come on MOH, come on, give us a spot, man. Open up, give us a spot.
What do you mean give us a spot?
One better, that's all we want.
What do you mean
we need to put some ads on YouTube because this thing's going on right now. We have to fire this off. Facebook also, we need to fire off our ads.
Yeah, man.
So what's this? Facebook partner, YouTube partner, special mentions to sebelum saya mulakan ucapan saya, terima kasih kepada sponsor kita pada hari ini.
If they stream on Twitch, they will broadcast it to the world. Waste the opportunity.
Do run a subathon on Twitch, right? Yeah.
Every time somebody subs, they have to extend the speech by like 1 minute or something like that. Wow. Steady.
Ministry of Health, if you guys are listening to this, it will be great. If you reach a certain amount of subs, you might just lift up MCO. You know, like we'll see the amount of money being pumped into all this.
Yeah.
We hit 6 million.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Like at the end of it, you get the subs. Like the Ministry of Health, you can just call it FDI. Simple as that.
That's vaccine money right there. Vaccine money right there. Boom. Yeah. Alright, everyone, sub to MOH Malaysia.
Everybody should be watching this stream right now. We're making great ideas right there.
Great idea.
Drop some MOH merch, guys. MOH merch.
Facebook subs, Twitch subs, YouTube, join the member club, whatever lah. Come, everyone. Let's hook up. Social medias, guys. MOH.
Okay, alright. Okay, our last guest for the day. Alright, please share with us.
Nuzaru, sorry for keeping you waiting. So yeah, Nuzaru, you're muted by the way, yeah? Alt A to unmute. There you go.
I was like toggle mute. Sorry about that. Hi. So for social media, I use it for like friends and family a lot. For business, not really that much. So I'd say a 7 maybe.
You did use it a lot, but you gave it a 7. Wow.
I use it for like personal stuff more, like most of the times, but not like for business. So yeah, but I do think it's important for business because it's literally everything nowadays. Everything is social media. But yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, 7 out of 10 importance. Does that mean like obviously, are you more careful with posting personal stuff? I'm sorry if I don't mean to like dig into like personal things or whatnot, but like
you're
more shy to post for your family to see, or for your fans, or for your co-workers to see. Do you generally feel that that's like like separating them is more important, like what Steven had said as well?
I actually do separate my personal and business accounts mostly. Yep.
I see. So to segregate and to make sure that people understand Nuzaru is who, and who is the person behind Nuzaru. Is that what you're trying to achieve?
Yeah. That's actually what I'm trying to do.
Okay, there you go.
I do have a question for Nuzaru though, because like with cosplayers, I hate to say this, but sometimes cosplayers tend to attract a more stalkery, creepy crowd.
Unwanted, potentially unwanted.
Yeah. So, are you ever concerned about like that bleeding over, like those people bleeding over into your personal account? and that kind of stuff?
Actually, that's like one of the reasons why I don't promote myself. I just do what I like. I just post what I want. And if people don't like me, that's fine. I prefer it that way. I prefer people hate me for like being myself. So I'm fine with that. I don't really promote myself that much, even though I've been cosplaying for a long time. Sometimes people wonder why, but I'm like, I'm scared of the popularity, to be honest. So yeah, I like to stay low and just have fun. Yeah.
Fair point.
Right. I mean, with great popularity comes great haters, right? So
And responsibility.
and of course comes with great responsibility as well.
Was that a quote directly from Spider-Man?
I
altered it
was
a
gonna
little
say
bit.
a wise man once said, but I feel like if I said that, I would gonna already lah. So right. Oh, thank you very much for sharing that. I do understand that up to a certain point as well, because like the things that you might do personally might offend people who look up to you, right? Because when you put your face out there, right, everyone's always looking at what you're doing. And like when you do something, when somebody's on their bad day, whatever, and then they're like, wow, this person kurang ajar weh. Why are they doing these kind of things? Right? And then you're like, oh no, I didn't mean that, it was part of the joke, it's for my other account or something like that. And it can get mixed up lah. Very, very dangerous zone these days, social media. Right? What do you guys think over at the studios?
Lava,
Yeah.
is it me or he loses his coolness and his toned downness already?
Oh yeah, he lost it.
He lost it, right?
What are you talking about?
If you guys don't know Jackson enough, right? The thing about Jackson, that he kind of cheated his way in for today because he didn't actually introduce himself. He kind of like, okay guys, today I'm gonna handle it over on this side, and then let's start with you. You're gonna introduce yourself. It's like, you haven't introduced yourself right here. But a little introduction about Jackson is that I think 2 weeks ago he was
Yeah.
at our show. He was the guest. And he did promise that he was gonna behave at the show, because one of the reasons he said because he's married, so he doesn't want to embarrass his wife. And like after an hour, he was gone. he was back to the old Jackson already. He's like, yeah. So is the wife okay with you being like this? Or?
Absolutely. She accepts it up to a certain extent, of course.
Up to a
Does your wife have any social media? I'm
If you
guessing
go
no,
over-
so she can't see what you're doing.
If you go over to Instagram.com/RaiJinShi, you will be able to find. You might be able to find a few pictures here and there, lah, right, of my
Your
wife.
wife, of your wife. Why you keep stammering? My
Because,
God.
these are heated questions over here, guys.
I understand. I feel you, bro. I feel that is the inherent fear of being a married man. I feel it.
I swear to God, she DM'd me. I didn't DM her. Right?
Okay. Alright guys, okay, here's the thing. On today's topic, we want to get salty in it, right? Since we're talking about survival in social medias, we will talk about issues that actually happen when we're in the social media platforms. You guys come from different businesses, you guys use different platforms, you guys provide different kind of contents from time to time. Now we'll talk about the issues that actually happens in social medias. There's a lot, alright? There's toxicity, there's racial comments, there's a lot of salty comments. People don't like how you look like. You know when you look handsome and people still wanna say shit about your face. And there's people always have bad things to say about you. People comment about your work. People comment
Stop
about.
talking about yourself, Lava.
Yeah, I know. I'm just based on personal experience. Yeah, and all this. So all these crazy stuff. Like for example, we'll take one from one person. Okay, like Allan. Right?
Yo.
You're a content creator for quite a long time. You've been jumping in. Previously, you were from airline industry, and then you've done marketing there, and then you're now into esports. And I'm very sure you've had your fair share of issues in social media where there are people who are nice, but then there are also people who just shit talk you for no reason, and you're like, who the hell are these people? All right. So, like, is there any shit things happen in social media that affects you in some way?
Yeah, I think sometimes you got to be sensitive to the crowd, especially your audience, and especially like I work in Asia back then, so I don't really share other competitors like Malaysia Airlines, Singapore Airlines, for example, stuff like that. And also just to add on to what Rajinshi and even Stephen Bones said, right? Like for me, I use social media a lot more for work. I know some of us use it for entertainment, connecting with friends. I think for me, 99.9% is all work. So when I'm scrolling through the Facebook feeds, etc., I'm just looking for anything interesting, what's the market trends, innovations, etc. And also stalking you yourself, what's the latest stuff about esports.
No, when he said 99%, I was like, I disagree because I saw some of the things he liked and commented on. It was not worth. So,
Some lah, some. That's the
some,
0
like,
point.
Scandal.
Yeah.
Scandal.
And then some Ameerah's posts, I also follow her. There's a lot of postings about esports. Yeah, and also Rajinshi, some controversial posts. But I won't go into that so deep today.
Yeah. No, but I like that you
whatever.
touched that before this you were in airlines. Just as an example, you were giving like you were doing Asia and Malaysia Airlines, right? Where you don't like touch on them or attack them in any way, right there. But why is Malaysia not doing the ones in the US? Like for example, like Wendy's. Like Wendy's was attacking every other people like hey, we're better than KFC, you know, and McDonald's was like, yeah, but we're better than you guys and all that. Can't we do that here?
I think we are starting to do that. I mean, you've seen some brands like Nando's, they've been quite active. You know, the ostrich incident long time ago, there's an ostrich running on the road, right? Remember? And then, of course, you've seen during the pandemic, or Burger King globally doing it as well. So yeah, I think Malaysia is slowly getting there. Just like maybe they need more, people to push them. Maybe like yourself.
So we might start a trend after that. So
Yeah.
EVOS, are you guys planning to attack any?
Oh.
No, since you said it, we're jumping into that, right?
Now I kena.
Will one day EVOS end up? Let's say, for example, you guys going to be attacking Team Resurgence, you know, like
RSG.
yeah,
Oh my
RSG.
gosh.
Are you guys going to be attacking Team Secret, Fnatic? Or are you going to jump industry? You're going to attack to Raja Farouk himself and then go the your music sucks.
Wow, cross
And then
industry, huh?
cross industry
Cross industry.
suddenly, and Raja Farouk was like, what the world? Like I didn't do nothing to you, and you're like attacking me out of a sudden, like. Yeah.
I mean, you've seen
That's gonna be a weird fight, no? It's like your music sucks. I challenge you to Apex.
Yeah, but anyway, Flava, before we actually move on, right? Because there were some questions in the chat. So this one actually goes to Stephen Bones. It's actually from Chris Lim. Oh my God, it's Chris Lim. Oh, okay.
It's not really a question now, but he's just saying that
You know,
Yeah, I think a fair question. How much does
The
social
social
media
media
matter
matter.
to you as downtime? Because work doesn't really count. Yeah, in his opinion.
yeah.
Yeah, in that.
Social media as downtime, like it's, I don't know.
0.25.
Sometimes, like nowadays, I don't spend much time on Facebook, unfortunately, because every time I pop in, I'm like, it's just a wall of people complaining, and I'm like, I get it. Sometimes we have things we want to get off our chest, but it starts looking like this very ugly wall that I'm like, guys, I just want to come in, sit down, have a drink, we'll look at something and have a laugh, see how your day's going, you know, like Flava, like, are you gonna do Flavarina again? That kind of thing, like just nice little fun things. But then I'm getting like, oh my god, I'm getting sabotaged. Oh my god, and then like, and after a while, you're just like, you know, it drains you more than it's supposed to like fuel you, you know. But that's where I'm coming. That's where I'm coming from, which is why, personally, I kind of prefer Discord as a platform. I know it's not a typical social media platform, but at least there, it does feel like you're actually having conversations with people, and like it's a little bit more real. Other than
It's like it's a chat room community area, you know. Yeah.
Rather than everything else, where it's like I post something. Why? Because somehow fundamentally at the heart of it, that post is looking for attention.
But Discord is not really a social. Is it considered as a social media platform? Would you say? I know that you can be social with everyone.
Which one?
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah.
I would say it's still like a social media platform because it's where people actually gather that to interact and so on and so
But the
forth.
difference is that in Discord, obviously you're gonna have a much better time because it's your community, because it's like kind of a privatized server in a way. Where obviously you're gonna find people who are together with you within the community and say good stuff to you, right? You're not gonna find some haters suddenly joining like.
Oh no, actually I did.
I got like intentionally, let's say because Discord allows you to actually privatize.
yeah.
Like only specific people can actually join the community or not, right? So like the thing compared to other social platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and all this, it's really public. Most of the time, unless you click like private posts, only like 2-3 people in the whole world can actually see and all that.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if someone don't like you, right, they will go to an extent to try to hurt you in any form whatsoever. You know, that kisah lah macam like Facebook, even like they will go into your own like Discord just to like disturb you and your community, over there as well.
Yeah,
So,
and it really depends. Like with Facebook and all that, sometimes it really just depends on what you've been clicking on, the friends of yours that are most active, what they keep posting. I remember one big turning point in my Facebook experience was when a whole bunch of my friends we're about similar age. We're all like born in like the 1980s, mid-ish, right? And all of us were like, bro, remember when Facebook was just like all of us posting pictures of us like having parties and having a bit too much fun and like and now like everyone's like posting about their marriage, their baby pictures, and then an older friend of mine comes over and is like guys, at least you guys have that. I'm getting like updates about my friends passing away on Facebook and I was like, oh my god. It's such a different experience.
Yeah, it's like, like one of my super random, one of my dad's friends, he unfortunately recently passed away, right? And so my mom was just they were just reminiscing. My mom and my dad were talking, like, oh, remember that time, we used to go like all these island trips with a friend, ayo, you're such a nice guy, what happened to him, I miss him And my dad, he just turns around and goes like, say, oh, he passed away very recently, and they found out through a Facebook post. I was like, oh my god, like things can get pretty hectic, right, in social medias these days.
Yeah.
Like negative news, good news, I believe is how you interact with the algorithm as well, because Facebook has its own algorithm, as you were saying, and the more you look at the stuff that specifically target you negatively or whatever, the more you click into that, the more Facebook will show that, vice versa as well with the positive stuff. So yeah, I do understand what you feel like when you say downtime in using social media as a downtime activity is not really that great, because it can stress you out sometimes when you're halfway asking questions or you're done with whatever questions and then they still are asking you, because there are people all over the world, right, that always have something to talk to you about. They just want to shut down and like, I just want to chill out. Yeah. That's why you join my Discord server or something like that, right?
Yeah, I mean there is like, I'm not trying to paint a picture of like social media as nothing but negative, but I mean there's a lot of positive as well. Sometimes when you put stuff that that gets a positive response, people react positively, like that feels nice as well. But I'm sure a lot of content creators will understand this issue of you post something, it does well, like it gets like 100 comments or 1,000 comments. 99.99% of those will be very nice comments, positive. But wow, that one negative one, that thing will live in your brain rent free for a while. Like, and I'm sure it's not. What I found is that it's quite a common problem among creators. So it's kind of something you kind of have to learn to block off, because sometimes they're just people doing that, and you have to just remember that, look, like I had like 900 over good comments. Why am I letting this like one negative one affect me? And it's strange, because from a human psyche perspective, this is something very, very strange, and it only comes with social media, I feel. Yeah.
So obviously we have, like Steven and I, and I'm pretty sure Flava, Ameerah, I've seen all of Allan also, I've seen your interactions sometimes can cause like negative feedback to to come back at you. What about the rest of you? What about Chee Kong, Nuzaru, oh my god, oh no, I forgot,
Jackson is being
RFB.
No, not RFB. No, not RFB. The I was gonna say the
Venus?
cosplayer. Sorry.
Venus.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
As long as he didn't say Saturn, I'm
so
good.
RFB.
You didn't watch the last video, that's why you
It's like a
forgot.
different pattern. I'm good.
I didn't do any research at all. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But how about the rest of the guests though? Like, do you or have you had certain experiences that have had like a negative feedback, that kick back at you because like you replied something that you believed in personally, that you wanted people to understand, but instead it just came back at you, was lashing back?
I'm lost. What?
I mean, basically, like for like picking up from Jackson, basically like what he's mentioning, like I mean, I've experienced this before, you know, whereby, you know, when I wanted to just like, you know, put out my opinion out there, and then people starting to backlash me saying that kau ni macam tak memahami ke, you're being rude or stuff like that. I mean, I've been in that situation, but at the end of the day, I just like, this is just my point. If you don't like it, you don't need to bash me. I say what I need to say, and I just chow from there. I just like, I don't care about what others gonna say anymore. But I mean, at times, yes, it does actually affect, like how, you know, Steven actually mentioned, like one single comment can literally just like put you in a very, you know, like dark spot. I mean, like for me, like example, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm that pretty. I mean, if I were to put myself out there compared to all the other female streamers or female content creators, I'm like, people would either put me as a second option or a last option kind of thing, you know. So when public attack you for, you know, your figures or for the things that you do and stuff, kadang-kadang rasa juga lah macam like, salah sangat ke aku ni, and I'm just trying to be fun over here, you know, that kind of thing. But then, you know, at the end of the day, macam, you know, you just need to learn to, you know, get back up, you know, from those kind of things, basically.
I guess this is like there were a few incidences where not just female, how would I say, influencers or people in the work business, where they do share the experiences. They kind of do like a long ass essay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, this actually happened today. You know, I was doing my live stream and then this one particular guy shows that and then shows screenshot of what that individual said about, you know, you ugly or you being and all this happened. It kind of, and then they see they broke down, they cry and all that. It's basically, oh, why are you guys doing this and all this. So. Yeah, so these things actually do happen, and it kind of hurts not just influencers, any kind of normal people out there. You know, it's very attacking and more. Anyway, but just one thing to Alan, Josette's watching, so Josette said the RSG is watching. So if you guys want to start a war against RSG, feel free to actually do so.
Let it begin here.
Yeah, like before we roll on, any bad shit you want to see what RSG or not?
Oh, Josette's my good friend.
Business person.
Okay, Josette, just want to tell you, no, he didn't say any good stuff about RCG when the show was not on, you know. So like before this, he said something else. Now he said your friend.
Fire.
Yeah. Batu api. So yeah, it's my job right here. Okay, so if you guys want to go on this war on social media, feel free to actually do so. We'll jump into the hype train itself.
Yeah, I just want to share a bit on social media to add on to the rest of the speakers. Like personally, I use LinkedIn a lot as well. LinkedIn is the B2B, business to business platform. So the people that troll less or hardly troll because it's your real name, the real company you work for. So people don't simply talk nonsense lah. Versus anonymous accounts on your Facebook or Instagram, for example.
But the thing is, I've noticed one thing about LinkedIn, right? They love to reshare certain things, but I just adjust, you know, to like some certain situation. I kind of find it annoying.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I always see the same like so-called viral content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, never mind, whatever that call.
But LinkedIn is a good place for those of you who are watching. You want to use it for work, or you just started work, or still in college, uni. Go on LinkedIn for the real business stuff, right? And like for the rest of us, for me, for my work, I use Facebook, Instagram a lot just to see what the community is talking about, get a sense of the pulse of the community. Then when I see Flava post something, okay, must be important lah. Most of the time lah.
When Flava posts, it's always important.
About esports ke apa ke.
I'm very choosy on when I post things. So
or sometimes I see Rajinshi's tweet or Facebook post goes viral a few weeks ago. Stuff like that.
I like how there's okay.
Getting nervous. But good stuff, guys.
Yeah, I like how Alan shared about the B2B on LinkedIn. Just don't treat LinkedIn as a place for you to like Tinder, business life partners, okay? Because there was an incident before, right? Yeah, people complaining like this is freaking LinkedIn and you are trying to Tinderize the whole LinkedIn. And, there were people who actually like trying to use LinkedIn as a Tinder. There was. It was a big topic.
Yeah, the private message, hi darling, hi dear. Like, what? Oh my goodness.
That is interesting.
Is it because Sugar Book went down? Or?
No. We're not giving you ideas on what to do.
We're thinking like, we thought like maybe like OnlyFans. Oh, now we can do it in LinkedIn too. Maybe that would match.
It's not the place. Okay, don't put your
real people. You know, there are no bots in LinkedIn. It's all real people.
Yeah, organic reach.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyways, next one. All right. So here's the thing. Here's another comment here. RB is a professional musician. What is your opinion on how social media is shaping the music industry in regards to social media.
Dia buka cermin mata. Serious now.
Lah tak nampak.
Serious.
Tak nampak bukan pakai cermin mata.
Right.
Wait, that was the purpose of having a spec for.
Fashion.
Fashion.
Fashion
Look,
lah, Flava. You boomer don't know lah.
Automatically cooler here, right?
Yeah, cool.
Alright, so what's this? It's a professional. I am. Yes, thank you. What is his opinion on social media and on how social media is shaping up the music industry? Heavily. To be honest, social media is actually one of the biggest tool that musician has been using for the past 10 years to get your music out, to get your reach out, to get yourself out there. The reason why I say it's cheaper doing it yourself, because technically social media is the reason why a lot of publishing, labels, big houses that backed up artists start losing money and losing job because everybody can do it by themselves nowadays.
Oh.
Yeah, seriously. I believe.
This sounds so evil. This is the reason why.
Oh, no. I mean, the thing is, there's no saltiness or bitterness in it. It's just about being. It's just about following up with trend.
Okay.
And trying to be on top of technology. So back then, people just think, oh, you send your tape, you send it to your label and stuff. But nowadays, it's all about getting your music out. Look, technically, in maybe 10 years ago, we have MTV. TikTok is the new MTV. And everybody can be an artist. It's simple as that.
Okay. Is it something like back then everybody was like, oh, I only know how to play the music, but I do not have a composer. And then it's something where you need to rely on somebody else to actually do something else, because without these people, I cannot get to posting out my music out, something like that.
You know what? Truth. Exactly it. Because I think most importantly nowadays, what I see a lot of people do, it's not really about what music you play anymore. That doesn't really matter. It's about how you present yourself out there.
Okay.
Because honestly, everybody can write music if they want to. Everybody can play music if you want to. Technically, just go for music classes. Everybody will teach you how to play music.
There's YouTube classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for free.
But then it's what matters more, I think, is about how you present yourself out there, how you sell yourself. That's the big A game nowadays.
Is there a certain angle that you take when it comes to selling yourself out there? Or is there like a trend? Like, you know how do I say this? You know, back in the days, they were like, My Chemical Romance, where all the songs were kind of like dark, gothic, emo, and stuff. Like, what's the trend now?
Bruno Mars recently released that Sonic group that he did with Anderson .Paak. I think the past year or so, everyone is going back into Motown kind of sound.
Yeah.
The 70s.
The
so
70s
just
music,
trying to modernize back that old sound.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Lo-fi.
Okay, lo-fi.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
true.
Yeah. It's all about checking back what I think everybody is just shuffling back. City pop is coming back nowadays.
Yeah.
So technically those are the music that everyone's listening to.
Okay.
Like, no, I play jazz for a living, but hey, it's still fun. We make money. And
I feel like we're just recycling stuff and just modernizing it.
I mean, at the end of the day, if we include fashion, music, it's always rotating. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. It's always rotating. Like even nowadays, like people are trying to bring back all those 70s, 80s trend, you know, that kind of thing.
Look at movies.
Oh yeah.
How to make money from movies. Man, remakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ouches.
Ouches. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But that's the truth. I think that's the truth where people need to face. Where at the end of the day, I think we're living in an era where everything's so fast paced.
Yeah.
Where one single individual could do a number of things.
True.
All right. Allan could have just done marketing, but now he's doing marketing PR. Hence, he's stealing another person's job already. Like there could be another individual who's actually doing PR and stuff. Yeah. All right. So wait, we're gonna show.
Oh, no friends.
Amazing, right?
Whoa, what is this?
Oh no, friends.
Catherine Lee incident.
No, just don't.
唔係，你有冇睇到佢哋話我尷尬？佢話我咩啊
好 awkward 啊嘛，話你。
？Awkward. Why is she so awkward? A person like music will easily blend into song. 可以點 blend
No, I couldn't blend in just now. Yeah.
我又冇你哋彈吉他咁叻。
No, I couldn't blend in your music just now. I couldn't blend in your
I
music just
never
now,
said
right?
I'm a keyboardist. I'm a pianist, classical pianist. I'm not a keyboardist. I'm just.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
live.
I'm just
This
not.
is live.
I'm
Facebook
not
live
a
stream.
keyboardist.
I think you are too serious about that. It's not the
Yeah.
things at all. It's not the
全
situation
部喺
at
度
all.
鬧緊我啦嘛，你睇。
Lots of
佢哋話我尷尬啊。
That's a lot.
No, just
Love,
don't.
short skirt as well. So
So I like how the conversation went to like, is this stage? I was rather than that. Wait, RB, you said that like, do you know them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, because when the video was shown, he was like, oh, friends.
Whoops.
Wait, when you say friends, all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, at least two of them.
At least of them. Okay, all
One
right. Oh, like, would you
question
mind if we were to ask you about how you felt about it? Yeah.
Wait, does everybody know what's
No,
happening
but,
in this clip first, though?
Wait,
Right, that's the
at
thing.
least, for those who who don't know, maybe you could explain in context first
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the video is about. I think that's more
Yeah,
important.
Yeah, I think it's more
yeah,
important.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try to explain it in a way which I think I remember. I think she was invited to the show to not perform anything, but just to talk, have a chit chat with this. Basically, all of them I would say are musicians. They're all musicians. They have, as you can see in front. Can we just show the video just now? Like just a little glimpse of it, of the video just now. So the thing is, all of them actually plays an instrument. She did. As you can see, one guy is with the guitar. I think one guy is with the keyboard.
Awkward. Why is she so awkward? A person like music will easily
The thing
blend
is,
into
she
something
did not expect that she would
like
come to the
I
studio and
couldn't blend it
perform,
just
and she was asked to actually do something so impromptu on a song that she does know nothing about. And she's expected to perform, and everybody was like, "Come on, it's not that hard. No, just do it." And she didn't want to. All right. But here's the thing: we don't know. I mean, truth be, as a viewer, like my opinion on this is that I don't know what's the arrangement between her and them. Okay, so like for me, I personally feel that it's. If she was not told of what she has to do, she doesn't have to do it, and you cannot force her to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever action she did after that was a little too over, where she could have just simply cried, say in a softer tone. That's all I can say about this.
Yeah, there is also the issue of she was seeing the comments in the chat as well, and they were quite.
I forgot what were the comments.
Very
I do
toxic.
remember. Yes, I do
And,
remember the incident.
I think this, on any other day this wouldn't have happened, but I think it was just that, I would imagine like she's been dealing with this kind of stuff for quite a while, and like Ameerah mentioned, sometimes like you see it and you learn to push it away, you learn to push it away. Every now and then one sits in your head, and then after that, and it builds up, and then you get on a show like that where suddenly you're like, okay, I'm here last minute. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just supposed to hang out. I have to play music with you guys now. I don't know this song. Why are you asking me to play? And now I'm getting like comments about this, like commenting on like me not being able to play, and like on my looks and my career and all this kind of stuff. Like it's a lot. It's a lot to put on a person. And again, like I said, I think any other day this would not have happened. But it just so happened that was the day where the straw just broke the camel's back, and she just had to. I feel it might be that. It could be staged, but
that was a lot of problem. I like how you addressed that. People speculating stuff and all, because people were assuming that if it was a live, she couldn't perform it because she didn't practice and shit. Like some of the comment was saying that if you're a musician, you could just like go with it and jiggy and then you can just do it. It was like not everybody is that impromptu and stuff.
Yeah,
so
the importance of social media comes into play when it comes to this level of influencer, right? So I don't personally know Catherine Lee, but from my experience, she is somebody who is very controversial in the sense where she was body shaming like people, and she wasn't body shaming like only just fat people. She was body shaming people who were above a certain size, essentially, right? And that was the reason why she started getting a lot of haters, because she's very like, in a lot of people's eyes, she seemed very slanderous in that sense, where she would just say things to get attention, and then that's why she has a lot of haters now. So essentially, to summarize what happened in that little clip earlier, she was invited onto a show where guests would like do a little impromptu together. It's well known to have guests do little impromptu, instrumental impromptus together, just have a little fun to get to know each other a little bit better. And as Flava said, she wasn't too happy that initially there was another story of her apparently buying her certificate or something like that, right? right? So like, you know, they had a piano certificate, and then she displayed it very, very proudly. And then when somebody called her out saying, oh, you bought that's like not official at all. And then like, you know, that's when more haters started attacking her. And when she was invited onto this show, people were like, oh, why don't we make Catherine play? Because she knows how to play, right? She has the proper, she has all the certifications, you know, she should be good, right? As somebody who is so talented. And then obviously people were pushing. And then, you know, the host also obviously had to, oblige, because that's their normal routine, I believe. And she stormed off, accusing not only the host, but also the viewers that, they were trying to expose her for whatever reason that was. And, you know, that's the basically the summarized story. And what I was talking about social media is that it is important how you present yourself in that sense, right? Because you have the duality of things. You have your personal and you have your business. And when you combine them like how Catherine Lee has, people not only get to see the glamorous side of you, they also get to see the ugly side of you as well. So, I believe it is important for each and every one of us to also understand that, this is, that social media, as much as it is a very volatile, a very, very useful and global way for you to reach out, other eyes are also on you. So, you have to be, I wouldn't say careful, but you need to present yourself in a manner where people can actually respect you in no matter what you do, so that it doesn't feel fake, like some of you have said earlier. Some people go do charity on purpose, go give money on stream or whatever, and then, so that people give them views and stuff like that. There's a lot of these things come into play, and it's very, very dangerous for you to assume that social media isn't part of your life anymore the moment you put yourself out there. Sorry for the long little rant over there, though. Back to the studio.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Before we end off on this topic itself, I just want to ask, like RFB, like, what's your opinion? I'm very sure you have something to say. Probably knowing that you do know them, probably you have your own information and you have your own opinion on this, on the professional side, yeah.
Well, I know both of them separately. I mean, Catherine works, we didn't work together, but Shai is my band, Group Fest, and we occasionally go to her to the performance and everything. But to be honest, I only watched a minute of the video and I just stopped watching, because to me, they got themselves to that problem, so they sorted it out themselves. I mean, it's as simple as like, the reason why I was on the social media is 5%, like 5 out of 10 for me. It's not because it's not great or anything. I use it myself. Honestly, there were times when we were all thinking about we don't want to use Facebook anymore. I just want to quit. I'm seeing very sad stuff daily or bad stuff. But my reason for being there is actually to contribute to the good parts on social media, sharing fun music, happy stuff. So technically that's my reason for being there. So when you see contents like that, you can question, people can comment, you can debate, everyone can have their own opinion. Whether it's true or not, by this time today when we talk about that, Catherine's probably someone else getting all this attention, going like, cool, now everyone knows me.
Yeah, because I didn't know who she was. And then after this, everybody wanted to Google who in the world she is.
And that way, social media works.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad marketing. It's marketing at the end of the day. So
yeah, even Samantha Katie Jones or Katie James, the Miss Malaysia, Miss Malaysia, that whole one. That one, as much flack as she got, at the end of it, at the very, very end of it, her social media numbers went up. So it's this weird thing of like, you do something that people say, like, it seems like people are punishing you, but somehow at the end of it, there's like a little strange little reward because your numbers go up.
That answered up the whole topic tonight, though. Yes. Surviving social media. I mean, if she's still up there,
she survived with flying colors. I guess she was doing it. All right. So, anyways, I think that was I really liked that video. How you showed. I wasn't expecting that, but that was just a sample of how social media can really affect your, not just your life, your business, your appearance, how people think of you, and much more. Right? Well, holy shit. Okay, that was great. Yeah, I'm surprised you only watched 1 minute of it. So I'm just saying, like, I thought you would be more interested in it because it's in your industry. I'm just saying.
But okay, also because I didn't understand the language, so sorry.
Okay, but anyways, all right. Now coming into the next one, just want to ask right here for Venus, right? So you have got to be like the most cool-looking guest we have on the show ever.
I'm her fan. I'm a
Just
huge fan.
a question before I get to the real question, right?
Okay.
Are you wearing that just for props, just like how
Yeah,
RFB
because
is?
I know he's coming. I have to match his coolness, right? I'm like,
So basically,
It's
okay, yeah, but yeah. So Venus, you started off as a cosplayer, and what kind of like made you evolve into a professional costume designer somehow? You know, like
gelak
what?
already. No, because I feel like there's a great misconception when it comes to here.
Okay.
Do you want to tell me what story? What do you think happened? What do you think happened?
What do you mean? What do I think happened? Okay, I assume that you were being okay. Here's the thing. My assumption is that you were a costume designer, and then you couldn't get the clothes that you wanted. You were like, hey, you know what? Let me just make my own costumes, and then hey, I can make money out of this because other people were complaining they couldn't find a size for themselves. So let me make costume for them, sell it to them, and make some money out of them. Is that correct?
Somewhere along the line.
Okay, then don't listen to my explanation. Why don't you tell us that?
Because when I first approached on the title, I was thinking, macam tak ada kena-mengena with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay, before I am even a cosplayer, I'm actually a doujin, which is artist. So I have always been interested in art, and I grew up with my cousin sister who is a tailor for a bridal parlor. So I've always been interested in those bridal gown and stuff. So it's actually costuming before cosplay. And cosplay is like a platform for me to wear all this without people judging me like, why are you wearing things like that? Okay, so it's actually costume before cosplay. So in 2012, I went to Singapore to work a year, I can't tahan. And then I come back and decided that, no, I'm not going to do science anymore, I want to go into art. So I work on my passion. At that moment of time, I'm still semi-active in cosplay. So I was thinking, you know what? Why don't we try costuming industry? It was a leap of faith. In 2014, I actually landed and crashed on a cold hard pavement, almost died. But then, with the
How
help
did
of
costume designing make you crash into a pavement?
No, because it's something so new. When it comes to
Okay. Not literally like you. Oh my god! I was
My
like,
goodness.
how did you like? Okay, all right.
Okay, I now know your level. I have to use
Like I
your
had to
word.
like crash into the pavement. Okay.
Pabla taking it literally.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, but like I said, it was difficult to begin with because customizing, people are very used to suit, baju raya, maybe curtains even. When costume is like, I can pay like 20-30 bucks outside, buy something and mix and match. Why do I need to pay you like 3 figure to get it done? So it was a very difficult beginning. In 2014, why I say I crashed and died is because I really lost it. I felt like I cannot handle and stuff. But I had the opportunity to went over to UK to join my cousin sister again. That's when I took up short courses for the actual costuming industry there. It's a whole new different thing altogether. Because costuming there, it's respected. You get to work in theatre, you get to work in the film industry. So I came back very confident, and then I start again. And I turun, and it has been up and down after that. So yeah, I'm not sure
Like
if
Bitcoin.
there's any.
No, Bitcoin is like damn slow.
No, I thought that why would you be... Okay, here's the thing. Jumping into industry is not easy, especially when you're living in a world where, you know, when you're doing costumes, you're also kind of on the same level as people who do designing for celebrities and all. Because at the end of the day, you're not just doing... I know that you're doing costumes for ACG, for cosplays and all this, but at the end of the day, you are still a person who does all these costumes, dresses. You know, and there's bound to be people on social media who's going to look at your work and they're going to be judging it. Oh, she doesn't, you know, oh, jahitan dia tak cantik. Oh, use wrong material. You see that wrinkle that big. For example, if you guys know Kamen Rider, right? Like Mask Rider and all that. So basically, like, you know how to make sure that they look super clean, where there's no all those wrinkles and stuff. You're like, oh, you're using the wrong material. This lady must be newbie and stuff. You know, who's trying to teach you, like, to do the
Actually,
role.
I started off in cosplay industry. Like my client is very cosplay-ish clientele.
Okay.
And then eventually I move on to more event, which is why you see me cosplay lesser and lesser these days, because when I work with more event organizers, I get to design their characters and stuff. It reminds me of my passion in costuming back then, which is why I'm more actively costuming right now and designing my own character. But the one when you say where people commented, I don't know how many of you out there actually remember this cosplay confession page. That is one of the things that...
There's a what?
I know
Never
that
mind.
page.
There's a
Okay.
confession page?
Anyway,
No. That's what we want to hear.
now let's go for a
That's
short
what we're
break
here for.
and right
This is what we
back.
want to hear.
The tea.
We don't want to hear the good stuff. Okay, there's a confession page and
No, the reason why 2014, one of the reasons why I really wanted to quit is because there's this cosplay confession page. And then I don't mind people complaining about my cosplay. They can say, oh, you're too skinny, you don't have that to cosplay that, you're that. I have no problem, that's your opinion. But when you start spreading lies, which will affect my business, that's when I fight back. I've not always been like this. People who don't know me, back then I'm really quiet, I'm not outspoken. I pretty much bottle up. Like, you can really bully me and shit, but after that whole accident, like, you really ganggu my nasi, periuk nasi and all, that's when I stand up and say, look, bitch, chill out.
Wait.
Wait, basically
What
macam
rating is this
fire.
show? What rating is this show?
Oh. Okay. No. I think it's. How do you say this? Nobody's gonna scold you for that. You should defend yourself when you.
Yeah.
You know, I think sometimes when people we call it shit talking, right? Shit talking you to a point where you know what. You can't just bottle up forever and say, you know what, let them talk, it's okay.
I have like my certain things that you don't touch. So anything else you can just say whatever you want, because I can like block you, unfriend you on Facebook and shit. But there are a lot of things that if it affects my career, because I take my career very, very seriously. So like I said, I'm not the best out there. I still make error. I have lots of room for improvement. But this is why I always approach my client. If you are unsatisfied with everything, we sort it out. Always come back to me. Like if you receive your good, you're not happy, refer to me, come back to me first, rather than spread it on internet and then I don't know how to control damage. So always come back to me. If I can fix it, we fix it, we do it right. However, the kind of confession on that page, it was not something that I can control, because it's not even things that I've done, like, oh, she made my button all fall off and things like that, which I was thinking, I don't have, dah lah, I tak banyak client. Who did I sew a lot of button? Which I felt like it was more like
she made all her button fall off. What?
I don't know. You know, things like
That
that.
sounds so wrong. So what?
It's like I purposely tamper with the sewing or something so that her button fall off.
Was it Janet Jackson?
I don't know.
No, just.
Yeah, so when I start to realize that it's more like things that people purposely say on purpose just to harm you in certain way, that's when I draw the line. Like no, this is not right. So if you want to talk about my cosplay, or you think my costume or myself not nice, my photo shoot is that one is okay. You can do whatever you want. I can turn a blind eye to it. Just not until to the point that you affect someone in their life more than
Jangan
that.
ganggu aku.
Wah, my nasi. Jangan.
Mari, sabar.
I'm expressing her anger.
Oh,
Anger translator.
Anger translator. I see.
So I
You
must
should
say
have
nice
that.
away.
Everybody should have that one in order to become your anger translator. Alan, would you like anger translator?
Oh yeah, it's you.
No, cannot. There'll be a lot of bleeped out words, you know, if somebody becomes all this. So yeah, thank you for that sharing session. By the way, I know it's hard to actually tell off that kind of story. Like, you know, people say mean things on social media.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to stab them.
Yep.
With a spoon. Anyway, so yeah.
What about Zoom guests here? We have two Zoom guests that are a little bit quiet over here. I feel like Chee Kong and also Nuzaru.
Wait.
Speaking on that same context. Yeah, you go first. What was it?
Wait. Okay, for Chee Kong, it's like this lah. Basically, one of our viewers is asking lah. Very important question lah.
There you
If MCO is still happening, you know, very unfortunate. We don't, you know, apparently our government is not lining up the antidotes fast enough for everyone. How is CF gonna survive without an offline event? And are you still gonna use social media to keep the excitement up and what's coming out soon? Or you have to ask all the community people to keep posting that they are at CF 2021, even though it's not there, you know? Everybody's like, hey, I'm at KLCC right now. You know, I don't know. So what's your plan here?
That's a very good question and a really, really tough one. I think the topic today is really relevant to us. Yeah, so I think nothing, like we've been in this COVID situation for about a year, right? More than a year already. And I think at the start of XCO and everything, there was a lot of experimentation, right? Like online events and stuff like that. But I think in the end, and very quickly, people realized that you can't replace offline events. Like you know, it was very obvious now. Like the feeling and the engagement was not there. So I think that's what we learned as well. So yeah, it's a very tough question. I think we CF has we do some other stuff as well. So but right now, yeah, it's really tough for us, and social media is definitely the main part that we are leveraging on. So just to keep things going, keep things interested, because I think any business or any entity, I think, like, if you don't make noise for a year, I think this is quite a big deal, right? Like, yeah. So I think we are kind of lucky, I guess, because we have a lot of really large amount of fans, not just here and internationally, that just really waiting for good news, and we also really hope we can share good news. But I think right now, yeah, it's really tough lah. Yeah. So
I just want to say that this question is very important to you, just because the event that you do is not a small scale event where people would just like, hey, you know what, if we do an event CF, like 100 people come, don't worry, like, it's a very small scale. But the issue is your event is huge. You're looking at a 5-figure number of attendees, and accumulated over the 2-day event itself could amount to 6-figure. So knowing that we're still in the midst of pandemic and all this, people would assume that there's a very, very high chance that CF might not happen physically. Like in the worst case scenario. Best case scenario is going to happen, everything goes well. But let's assume if it does not happen, will CF be able to actually roll out, like, for example, an event of this scale where only, for example, the performers are still able to present and perform, where there'll be online attendees and more? Will we be able to actually experience at least that, possibly from CF?
I think what you mentioned are the main core pillars of our events, and the honest answer right now is really tough. I think we've seen I think last week or last 2 weeks, like MCO sort of, we're in like CMCO now, right? Especially in Selangor. And a lot of bazaars are already popping up, and those are already, I think, pushing the limits in the sense of like what is safe and what is, social distancing and stuff. I think this pandemic is really the main enemy for us, right? Because what we want is people to stay in one spot, right? Whereas the government doesn't want people to stay in one spot. So it's a direct contradiction of what you need to do. So yeah, I think your guess is as good as ours. That's why we check MOH every day. We hope the vaccine releases soon enough. And I like your earlier point when you mentioned that our event is big. I think when you need to understand also, when we are that big, we also can't really do something that's too small, right? Because when you're this size, and like for example, for example, big companies, it's not that they don't want to do small events, but the cost and everything doesn't make sense in a sense, right? Like when you're this big, you have certain expectations to meet. You have a certain style and certain branding to have. You have really a fixed in cost that it's higher than anything else. That's primarily why online event doesn't work. Because like the audience is just not there to recuperate and everything. There's no monetization as well. So but yeah, all I can say is your guess is as good as mine. We really hope that we can do something this year. I think internally, as much as I can say that things are probably still going according to our projections. Not to say that they are good projections, but yeah. I think that's as much as I can say. I because anything else is more about also predicting the future, and I really can't make promises as well. So yeah. It's tough, like, it's tough. When this topic was brought upon me from Rupen, it's something that's very personal as well. It's affecting everyone and affecting us especially more. I'm glad some people are thriving in the pandemic, but unfortunately for us, we are not part of that group. So yeah. don't want to make it too sad. You know, we're trying our best. Yeah. So because CF is all about like getting people out to have fun. So I don't want to make it sound too sad, but yeah, like
it sounds like we're asking for an
keep-
official statement, you know.
know, right?
It's like because we're trying our level best to
I'm
make
so
it happen.
sorry. Yeah, but just keep following us, and hopefully you'll see.
Let's
And
pray
if you want to
2021.
help us out a bit, you know, you can get
Panda.
some of our merch online. This is our mascot below.
He
Yeah.
had it ready on the slap the entire time.
He was waiting for that time to just sell the merch, okay?
Yeah, mine as well. Yeah, this is about it right now.
Here's the thing. If you guys want to know more, as much as Chee Kong is checking out the Ministry of Health website and links, just, check out Comic Festa, social medias to know whether or not you need to undust all your costumes that you prepared for 2020, alright? It's very unfortunate you couldn't wear it. Hopefully you can still fit in it in 2021. Alright?
And then collab with serverDNA.
Yeah, and then collab with serverDNA, maybe. You know what? That'll be a great thing for CF to collab with serverDNA, right? But
yeah,
but I mean, Chika, don't worry so much about it. We're not expecting official statement. Like if you feel like, oh no, I'm being put in the spotlight, I need to say something. We will try our level best to make it happen.
I guess
They
I'm
can
really
make it
trying to find
happen.
something great, nice to say. Like I mean, we're also about building some hype lah. But
Yeah.
honestly, there's not much hype right now. So I don't wanna lead people on.
True. So basically, me and Ameerah and some of our few friends did post up pictures in social medias that we were at CF 2020. And some people were questioning, why are you guys? There were people complaining. Okay, if you guys didn't know this, right? Something was CF. There were people complaining that people were going to KLCC during MCO in 2020. All right, and they assume like. I don't know whether the police called you or not. So since you are the project manager and director of the event, so
Hopefully no lah.
no, there were people who report to the police that a lot of cosplayers were going to KLCC, even though there was nobody there at KLCC. Okay, they didn't understand the joke.
Next level trolling.
Yeah,
okay.
people didn't understand the joke that CF did not happen, but we were just pretending like we're there.
No, I think some people were really quite angry at us. Like, why are you having CF? But we have good. We have also very very woke people that say that, bro, it's not happening, bro, just chill.
Pembalik
Memes
lah.
and fun.
Pembalik
Yeah, it's a
lah.
meme, right? Yeah.
Okay.
I think
okay.
that's also show like how seriously people take our events. So it's a good thing as well. So
Okay
I
lah.
understand that the event is important, and I want to.
Okay lah,
Give as much goodness as
I'm not gonna call them Pembaris people also, because if I didn't know this, I would have thought a lot of people were raiding KLCC, okay, and for a cosplay
Come on, Flava,
competition.
don't be pembaris.
No, but here's the thing.
Okay,
I
guys,
know that it
hashtag
is.
Flava pembaris.
Wait, I know what's going on, but assuming that I didn't know the ACG community, I didn't know what in the world that people are posting and all about. Yeah, probably I would assume people were raiding KLCC for a cosplay event. So. Yeah, but just want to say thank you so much for the statement right there. I mean, we wish all the best. Everybody wants to see CF happen again, and hopefully collaboration with serverDNA.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Hashtag Flava pembaris.
Don't!
Quick question.
Ruben is planning already, I think.
I don't want to give the bad impression to RFB that thinking, oh, Flava is actually Pembaris. No, that's not true. Okay. I'm not being defensive. That's the truth, okay? Alright, okay. Alright, thank you so much Chee Kong, for this. Now for our next one, I just want to ask. Now, this is for RFB. Just a quick one. What are your opinions about those stans who are super obsessed about certain artists or content creators or famous people?
Allah, hashtag. Okay, tak nak hashtag. Tak nak. Nanti kena trigger. Cok bukan gamer, tak nak.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What stands?
Yeah.
What are stands?
How do we describe stans? These are
Basically,
Where
peminat
you are
tengah.
standing on
BTS,
morally.
Like
essentially,
huge fans?
yeah, super.
Super huge.
Not just huge lah.
Obsessed fans.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, you
so
call it
we don't call it huge fan.
overzealous or obsessive fan.
Crazy.
I think the
crazy.
term
Yes.
stand came
Crazy,
from
yeah.
Eminem's video also.
Ah,
You know Eminem, the video
Ah,
that Stan, his name is Stan. So actually, I think that meme came from there. Like a really extreme fan that even locked up his pregnant wife in a car and crashed.
Yeah, and some people also say stan is a combination of stalker and fan, so that's why.
Stans.
Stands are not like Sims, are they? No.
Yeah, they're essentially the same thing. Yeah.
It's actually the same thing, kind of like, let's say a simp to an artist, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of the same.
It's not exactly the same thing, but let's put it in the same category. Okay.
Nuzaru is K-pop. Nuzaru, are you BTS ARMY?
Yeah, I'm wearing the merch right now.
Oh no, so
Oh,
it's
yeah,
something
that's another
something
simp.
horrible
Simp.
about
Simp.
BTS.
Okay, let's say I'll give you an example. Like, okay, these stans, all right, this super obsessed people, like they love this artist so much. No matter if the music was shitty, they will say, "Oh, that's such amazing, beautiful music," and they were like, "No."
Okay. I guess my opinion about them would have to be the same opinion I have about everything else. I mean, it's 0.5. It's up to them. I mean, what's my opinion about super obsessed people? I mean, hey, you can be obsessed if you want. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. I don't.
That's how they make money, right?
I mean,
Hey,
as artists, hey,
That's true. That's true.
keep paying us money will be fine. But honestly, I think, to be honest, being obsessed about anything is not really healthy. But then that's me thinking to myself, I'm obsessed about music too, so it's not healthy too.
Yeah.
But then, I don't think there's anything bad about it, unless when you start going out there and start hurting people.
I think that's what they meant.
Yeah.
You know, like those
To a point that you hurt people.
Yeah.
For an example, a good example would be, let's say for example, a BTS fan attack Blackpink fans. How about that? As an example, not saying for real. Like, and then Blackpink fan were angry, and then they attack BTS fan. Oh, you think BTS so good?
And these are all verbal.
Yeah.
These are all verbally.
Yeah,
They're
verbal,
not
verbal.
attacking.
No, verbally.
Okay, cool.
Let's go both ways. Let's go with verbal. Like, that's a softer one, but still bad. You know, it's still bad.
Then I guess opinion would have to be if you are, I guess to survive, just be the one who care less.
Oh, right.
It's true.
It's true actually, yeah, it's true.
I mean, recently, the Grammys. What's her name again? The female singer that won. That was what's her?
Taylor
No, not Taylor Swift. Used to be with Justin Bieber for a while. So not Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Oh no. The Seven Ring Girls.
Ariana Grande.
Grande, yes, Ariana Grande.
Ariana
Thank you so
Grande.
much. So I heard she won, and BTS fan was going nuts about it.
Nuts.
So,
I mean, nuts good. Nuts
like
bad.
she should have not won.
Oh, okay.
Like people were just going crazy about it. But then for me, I'm like, hey, it doesn't matter. She won. I mean, they're still fighting over that, but no one get hurt. So I guess it's fine.
Okay.
I don't think Ariana is bothered. She won.
I mean, there's a lot of things, right? Even when Taylor Swift won, and then Kanye West, like there was a lot of things, a lot of incidents going on right here. Okay,
And
but
Taylor ended up making more songs after that, talking about Kanye. So like, she still won.
yeah, still won, and people are just salty about that's.
Dude, salt is just salt. If you can withstand the taste, you'll be fine.
Like Jackson.
Well, I bet Jason has gone through a lot of that just to get to that phase where, you know what, nothing can hurt him. It's titanium.
Okay, it's titanium. Yeah. You
I
are
am
right.
Oh
titanium.
my god.
That's the reason why none of us are
That
in,
wasn't great?
you know,
Alright,
America's
sorry
Got
about that.
Talent or
Let's
anything.
That was so cringe. Don't clip it.
Can I say something about the Grammys?
Yes. Oh, okay.
Did I touch the wrong topic there? Oh my god!
Wait, we're not starting a fight. Okay, Nuzaru, okay, sure, why not? Nuzaru, say it.
Sorry,
Yes, madam, go
I'm
ahead.
not sure. I'm not really into the whole stan thing so much because I usually focus more on the artist than like the fandom itself. So about the Grammys, I know we were mad, but we were mad at the Grammys. We were mad at Ariana Grande because most BTS fans are actually also Ariana Grande fans. So we were mad because we feel like Grammy is using BTS. So we're mad at the Grammys, yes, but I don't think we're like mad at Ariana Grande.
Wait. When you say we meaning
BTS fans.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
say that.
No, I want her to say it. Damn it! Don't.
We.
I was like, we were not angry at the Grammys. So, oh, okay. No, interesting. I like how you like poke a little bit, and Nuzaru was like, I want to say something about this. You know.
Voice out, Nuzaru. Don't stand for BTS.
Yeah,
So-
Nuzaru is okay. We can disagree, but we're still friends.
Oh.
Of course, definitely.
What
Oh
about
my
you,
God,
Venus?
she's so adorable.
Venus,
about
are
you?
you a BTS? Are you a Blackpink? Are you a what other super?
Oh no, darling, I'm not a fan of K-pop.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right.
No, I mean I'm old school. I like Rain. I definitely like TVXQ. That shows my age. Okay. I like JYP, mostly the solo artists, because I'm sorry, when you put them in a band, I'll be like, the blue hair guy, but the previous one was pink hair. I don't know their name. I'm sorry, I cannot recognize people. Especially if you have a band like 9 people, I'm like, Now I understand why they say.
Oh, so you
everybody
like the
looks the same.
solo one because at least you know who that
Yes,
person is.
I guess.
You know?
I mean, and then I realized that when you're a solo artist, you can focus more on the vocal. When you're a team, it's more like the style, the dancing. I'm a sucker for a good voice, so.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait.
Was it the
You're
Japanese
leading
Greek?
to R&B essay. Okay, so you're saying that he has a good voice.
No, actually.
Oh, wait, no?
The band! He writes good song, he writes good song.
No, you could have just said, I don't know, but you didn't have to say no. But
We just take that in and just ignore it. That's how we survive, guys.
Wait, I didn't really hear him sing, he didn't really perform, but I like him when he's playing cello. It's like he's making love to the cello.
It's a double bass.
He's out. He's
Well,
out.
that's the last we'll see of Venus.
yeah, that's it, yeah, you know.
Oh, shucks. I'm sorry, I'm not a professional musician. That's why we have him as a guest here, right?
It's okay. I will not unfollow you.
Practice love, not hate, guys.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
God.
unlike but still follow.
You know, nobody ever knows what. No, here's the thing. We look at Allan and we're like, Allan is like the kind of guy who uses social media for business purposes, like 99% of his life. And I believe him, all right? But you must be standing for something, all right? You must be a stand for something. Like, you must go crazy over, like, who do you like? Are you a Blackpink fan? Okay, here's the thing. Are you a Blackpink fan? Yes or no?
I just know that Blackpink is an all-girl group and BTS is an all-guys group.
Oh, come on!
You know what?
PR answer.
PR answer.
No, okay. This is a real answer. Honest answer. When I first heard BTS, I thought it was an all-girl group. When I first heard, yeah. But just to share a bit my experience in South Korea, I was there for esports. I went to a League of Legends event and I spoke to the local Koreans. Some of the super fans, right? They want to buy like an apartment or a fancy car for the players, you know, for the esports players. I'm like, what? That level already.
Oh.
They want to buy apartment. They want to throw everything. Every day they get roses, love letters.
Yeah, I mean,
Dozens, right? And of course, the players, the professional players over there, they cannot accept it because it's their contract, right? They cannot accept all these
Cannot accept gifts and stuff.
Apartments or cars. I think roses or that okay lah.
Wow, trust me, if it was a Malaysian, like, we would like to buy you an apartment. Okay. What makes you think it's okay?
Oh, man.
Wait, can I get it?
That's why we don't have that here.
Nuzaru, have you ever gotten such offers? Like, hey, Nuzaru, I'm a big fan of yours. Can I buy you a car?
But she offers someone.
Or did you offer BTS to buy them an apartment or a house or something? I don't know.
I'm not rich enough to do that.
But you would. If you
Okay,
had
no,
one.
if you were rich enough, would you?
They will not accept that, so that's why, like, we.
That's why you buy the merchandise, right? To support them, right?
No, we
Not
usually
even.
do like, how do you say, charity work because we can't channel that to BTS. So what we do is that we do charity work, but in the name of BTS.
Whoa!
Oh!
I didn't hear about this. Let me Google that. real quick.
Okay.
Islands.
Wait, is this some social media stuff we don't know about? How do you do charity work for BTS? I would love to know about this. Nuzaru, feel free to indulge us on this.
So we have like, fandom community, right? We have the Malaysians one, the Philippine ones, and BTS is worldwide. So because BTS have like the contract, they cannot accept gifts directly from the fans. We can't do that. They really don't accept anything. So what we do is anything that we get or like we have, we would do it for charity, and we would say like we do it in BTS name. So if we like donate something, we would say this is under BTS Army, something like that.
So it's not a BTS sanctioned thing. This is just like what the BTS
Volunteer
army
work.
does on its own. Is that right? That's amazing. That's amazing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet
but-
we still get hate, so it's okay.
So you got any armies, guys? EVOS army got?
Oh yeah, in Indonesia.
Okay.
Malaysia is
I
coming
for
up.
me, I have my guardian.
Okay, I got
Bye.
Guardians.
Guardian.
But anyways, Nuzaru, since we're talking on that point, is just want to ask, as an app developer in virtual reality and actual reality, right? How do you balance between creative work and social medias?
I suppose just the working hour works just fine. So yeah, I just follow the working hours, then I work, and then afterwards I do the other stuff.
She's so innocent.
Yeah.
Have you ever been a BTS army mode during work?
Sometimes because my coworker is also a BTS army.
Oh,
Jumpa kawan.
I can imagine this office is like, guys.
Yeah. She didn't choose BTS Army. BTS Army chose her.
I can imagine the job
Exactly.
application will be like, are you a BTS army, yes or no, down there. It's going to decide whether or not you're going to be accepted into that company.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like-
god.
Can you name all the members of BTS army? You couldn't identify one, you miss one, you cannot get a job there.
Itu tu macam nak masuk kelab je.
Yeah, I don't know. Like no, the way she said it is like
Yeah.
like I just want to check whether or not, because sometimes because of sometimes, let's say for example, these famous groups would travel overseas and stuff, right? So different timeline. So sometimes during work time, they have to like serve their duties as BTS army and like the live stream, share it, and send hearts, gifts, and all those stuffs at the same time. Yeah. So I have friends who've done that. So
I do want to point this out though. Like, as much as we were talking about like people who troll and like a lot of the negative people out there that come with the whole like influencer and the social media stuff. It's nice to hear that you have things like this BTS army doing something positive, and it's a very nice spin. It's a very nice spin on things, and it just shows that the will to do good is there. The people generally want to do good for the world, and under a BTS army flag, like that's valid. That's so valid, right? Just to go out and do good. So good on you guys. Good on you guys.
Yeah, it's only the few that are, the bad ones, right? They're like, no, don't talk bad about my BTS or my Blackpink, my Lisa, whatever, It's only
Those
a
are
few of them.
the mercenaries. The mercenaries.
Yeah, the overzealous
yeah,
guardians.
don't go against any of these guys. So like the BTS army, like Blackpink, they have their own army. What do you call them?
Blinks.
Okay.
Blink.
The
So,
blinks.
so here's the thing. So you don't mess. Let's put it this way: don't mess with any armies. Okay, like they will whoop your ass off in multiple ways. Social media, you're not safe anymore. Like if you go against them, like I don't know how many million people are in BTS army. They would raid your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, everything,
Oh yeah.
everything. All right.
They'll take
And-
everything from like within 10 years and they'll show it to the world, right?
Yeah, I would assume they would have a group where they will put like a wanted poster. This specific social media, attack him right now or her right now.
I mean,
and all this.
I would not be surprised because
They do that.
some influencers actually do that. If they're not happy with other influencers about what is, that is going against what they're saying or something, right? They'll just like, oh, look at this person. They'll like take a screenshot and post it, and then everyone just like literally go on full go ham mode and attack that person. Yeah.
All right. So,
It
anyways,
does happen in a realm. I feel sometimes some of it is relatively fair game, like especially in the case of like politicians and influencers of sometimes certain scales. Like sometimes there's way to do it where like it's it can still be somewhat justified, but in general when like the simple mobbing of people and like especially mobbing people who aren't even really in the content creator space. They're literally just a civilian on the internet, and they get mobbed. Like those are the ones where I really draw the line and be like, come on, guys, let people have their opinion, and like you can fight, you can like say your piece, but don't like mob and threaten and cross that line.
It's Twitter cancel culture that is
Yeah,
basically
exactly.
what he's
Yeah.
talking about here, guys. It's a terrible thing. It happens everywhere. No matter what you do, right? Anybody can be a target. So guys, don't attack BTS and Blinks, okay? Don't attack the armies, guys.
You can
Trust
attack
me.
Jackson, but not the.
Why me?
BTS and Blink don't attack us as well, please.
Don't attack us, please.
Okay, all right. Anyways, Steven Bones, I have a question for you, right? Now,
Yes.
you are what we call a master of satire. I didn't know this until we run a few episodes together with you in season 1. And then we found out that you are. That's why you are the best suit as the host of Indiana Bones right here. All right, congrats on that. So can you share with us how you inspired you to open creative ideas and what messages you like to inspire people on?
Sorry, what you were saying?
Like, can you share on how you are inspired on your creative ideas and what messages you like to inspire people on?
Okay, like a lot of it really started from just pure silliness about wanting to localize like things like the Lion King and like Mary Poppins and all this kind of stuff. And for some reason, a lot of it was food because I love food. I stand for food. I simp for food, whatever it goes. I shouldn't be saying that, but either way.
A food army, okay?
Army, foodies.
Yeah, but it started getting, for me, it started with a lot of just trying to voice out like the Malaysian perspective on things, right? What we Malaysians are always fixated on. So when it was at first about like food and like our culture or like the things we say, like that was all very nice and fun for me and people identified with it. But then, you know, things in our country, like especially the political scene, got extremely heated. And then I started putting out content a little bit based on that. Some went viral as well. And I always try to set it up so that, you know, I'm just pointing out stuff rather than constantly taking a stand and just bashing people, right? But even then, I would get the ugly side of things. And it just started to get on this rotation of, you know, I started feeling like my source material was not coming from a very positive place. And as much as I try to like add positivity to it and go out there and let it go out there, there's still a bit of that negativity that sits with it, you know, which is why I kind of stopped on that end. You know, I had a decent following and everything, but I kind of just like called it a day and said, look, once the game No Straight Roads dropped and I started getting myself exposed to like a more international community and having a much friendlier group of people to deal with and very supportive group, then I was like, oh wow, this is what it can feel like. This is what is possible for someone when you do something positive and like it just keeps feeding this positivity loop. And I was like, okay, I think I might want to put a bit more attention to this because, you know, I might go back to making parody videos and all that, but I will be a lot more mindful going down the line because there is that thing. Like, yeah, you do something politically driven, it will get traction. It's almost a guarantee. The moment a politician says something not so smart, if you go after it, you will probably be guaranteed a certain amount of viewership. Because it is the hot topic. Like it or not, politicians are influencers as well. They are all probably the ultimate influencers. That's why we all feel like it's fair game to go after them, and that's why it's fun to go after them. But for me, at a certain level deep within me, I felt like I was kind of feeding the mob mentality. So that was when I was like, you know what? There are other people who can do this. There are other people who are good at this. Somehow on a subconscious level, this doesn't completely sit well with me. So I would rather opt out, you know, and put my energy on something else. Yeah, that's where I'm going. A lot of people would call it a very dumb move career-wise, but in terms of my soul, I felt it started to feel a little bit better. Yeah, so I would say to anybody, like, if you're considering a career in content creation, think about what you want to do. You know, there are ways to do things that instantly generate heat, generate traffic, set your post on fire and all that. And there are also ways to look for content where you don't have to do that. And still, you can find a sustainable formula for yourself as a content creator. But you know, you do you. If you don't mind going after people and you have a clean conscience about it, especially with like political figures and all that, go for it. Because we need that balance. as much as I complain about things, sometimes we need that balance on the internet where like you have the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it all just needs to mish and mash.
I felt like we should hold hands together. That was like such.
Stand on a visual right now.
Like I can envision a brighter future just from listening to it.
Yeah. So to enjoy a bright future, head on over to my Twitch streams.
Wait.
There you go. The first sell, the second sell of the night.
Just because, wait. Just because.
Social media.
Just because CF threw merchandise out does not mean you can throw it. Now everybody wants to throw something else. In the meantime, you guys want to know more.
It's my turn.
Yeah, I think that's a great sharing right there, and you know now it justifies why Stephen Bones is chosen as the voice of Agent Ali, the movie.
Oh.
So yeah. Oh, if you guys didn't know this, he's actually the voice of Agent Ali. Apparently,
The English one. The English one.
So apparently,
the English one in the movie. That's it.
They couldn't find a Malay guy who could actually sound Malay enough in English. So they found him to replace. Guys, I present to you Agent Ali.
Wow.
English Agent Ali. English Agent Ali.
I
In
was
English.
also Kuma in the Bola Kampung movie, and that was like
They
when
couldn't
casted
find
me, I
an
was like,
Indian kid to represent Kumar. So hence,
I was like, you're getting the Chinese guy to voice the Indian boy speaking Malay.
Satu
Like,
Malaysia.
you know what you're doing, right?
you are Satu Malaysia.
Muhibah, man.
Yeah, Muhibah.
Can you give some example?
Wait. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to hear you do Agent Ali. Can you do voice impression of Kumar?
Nama saya Kumar Lignor. Saya pakar bidang dalam sains.
I know that voice. Wait. I don't know whether that was a compliment or an insult to the Indians. Okay, the Indians literally, we don't sound like that. Like,
For the views.
What the hell is going on?
like, has there ever been an Indian who comes up to you like, we don't sound like that? Okay.
But that's the thing. I've never. It was never done to insult or anything. It was zero intention.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, and when you put it on the character, it works, and that's really it. You know, when it came to the final content, and the context of everything, it worked. Nobody was guessing like, hey, this Kumar.
So just you guys know, if you guys watch a lot of animation, cartoons, movies, series, like if you think that character is a Malay boy behind a Malay voice, it's not. Basically, Stephen Bones is not just Agent Ali, he's also Kumar. Okay, so so we're losing all our jobs. See, RFB is taking already 2-3 position job of himself. It's cheaper. Now basically, Stephen Bones is doing all voice lines for all Malaysians. He can do even the Sabahan, Sarawakian. He can do Logat Kelantan, Penang, Philippines. He can do all that. So basically, we lost a lot of job opportunities. Thank you, Stephen Bones.
Yeah, we didn't wait for
I gotta
foreigners
survive
to do
somehow,
our
bro.
jobs.
How do you think I'm streaming on Twitch, bro?
All right. Anyways, guys, I think we've had a long discussion itself. Now we're on to our final segment right after this itself. Now don't go away. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm King Angel. Your cosplaying, maid cafe running, freelance modeling, live streaming, high heel wearing, weird singing, bad dancing, unicorn loving, sashimi eating, loud talking, no chilling host of Angel and Friends. Cosplaying with great friends has taught me a lot of things, and we're here to share our stories with you. Join me on Angel and Friends every Friday at 8 p.m. only here on serverDNA TV.
Everyone gets to make choices. He wants to get ahead of others. while they keep themselves busy. And she prefers keeping it private. Whatever your needs may be, there isn't one that does it all, does it? Introducing a range of new routers and Wi-Fi mesh. Whether it's speed or coverage, there is a device for everyone. This is broadband done right. Get better choices with Time Fiber Home Broadband.
Welcome back to yet another show of serverDNA Live with Flava, with yours truly, Muhammad Farouk. You guys can call me Flava, and I'll be MC and the host.
Less green. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're like blending in with the background.
Every day, just have a good time, right? Party Rock is in the house tonight. I swear, I sound like the retard guys trying to figure out voices. Baca komen sambil memandu accident.
Accident.
So salahnya salah diet ke ataupun salah dia? Anatagas?
Anatagas, goodness.
Thank you. Join me on serverDNA Live with Flava every Wednesday at 8 p.m. right here at serverDNA TV.
No Tech Tash every Monday, 8 p.m. on serverDNA TV. Be there or be square.
You're ready to get in the game now. The last thing you want is to wait. WD Black, performance storage, purpose-built for gaming. SSD speed that obliterates load times. Performance to transform your game. Expanded capacity to store more. Customizable RGB. WD Black. Because the game never waits. WD Black. Drive your game.
Okay. No. Please continue on.
Because the sound card takes the microphone. The microphone sound is from both.
Aww. We're just hearing the BTS stuff. I mean, behind the scene. Behind the scene.
Oh, I was like, what BTS stuff?
So, okay, by the way, guys, welcome back to the Flava serverDNA with Flava. Hey, why am I taking over your...
She doesn't know the name of the show. Okay, stop it.
I thought it's the Flava show. I always call it the Flava show.
Okay,
and serverDNA. So, welcome back. What's up?
Wow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to serverDNA Live with Flava, proudly brought to you by MSI. And of course, joining us together, we're guests right here at the studio, and those who are actually through our Zoom platform. We'll sit together right here for a second, and hopefully just a short final segment together before we wrap things up and go on to
giveaway. Sorry.
Giveaway. Like, I don't get why you're excited about giveaways. Like, you do know that none of us is going to win anything, right?
It's okay.
As a guest of the show.
People.
Giving is
Wait,
fun.
what about people on Zoom? Do we get to win?
No, Jackson.
No, Jackson.
What?
No.
We don't.
What am I on this show for then?
No.
For
No.
fun.
No, you're the guest joining us at the show. It's different. It's for the guests
I see, I
at
see.
the
I
chat.
apologize.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So.
The guest is the prize.
Big brain. Big brain.
All right. Okay. It gives me a great pleasure and honor to actually, since we didn't have the chance to actually show to you guys what the prize is for the lucky draw for today, right? Mira, if you would do the honor.
Really?
Yes, that was not just for display, right? That is today's prize right here.
Influencers.
It does not come with Mira together. It's just the keyboard, okay? So yeah, so Mira, can you like lift it up? Yeah, show. Yeah, do like ibi abadi, pegang ke depan, and then you do the hand gesture thingy. Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, bringing back home just the keyboard. Okay. This is a
You
nitro
need to
keyboard.
fight Kimi if you want Mira.
Oh, okay. All right, the viewers, you have a choice. Like, if whichever one of you guys that actually wins the prize, you have a choice whether you want the keyboard or you want Mira. But just to let you know, Mira already has a husband. I don't know what the husband has to say about this. Oh.
Dah ada
Like,
isi
if money
apa,
can lah.
sorry, tak pernah.
Alright, so remember her name is never one without the other. So without the other might hunt you down. Okay, with his army of I don't know how many. So feel free to actually choose on this. Alright, so be sure to actually check in and log in to a.serverdna.asia and answer the poll and feedback forth. Be eligible for the second lucky draw we have for the day.
Aku tadi tak balik.
Dah. Cukup.
I don't know how to put back, so I'm gonna hold it. I don't want to drop it because it's for you guys. What? I'm being serious.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I don't know how to
It's
put back.
gonna lower in value every second. So.
How is it low in value in every second?
Okay. It's gonna increase in value every
Yes,
second.
it's gonna
You think
increase
you
in
are
value.
Bitcoin, is it?
Yes, I am Bitcoin. Tiba. Okay.
Alright, anyways, if you guys missed out on the first segment of the day right here, I think we had quite a fruitful discussion with everyone where we had an amazing sharing section on social media's survival right here. A different perspective. We didn't want to talk about all the good stuff. We talked about all the juicy and salty stuff. So we managed to hear, so far we only heard all the good stuff from Allan. I don't know, Allan is like, Allan, I know him for a long time. He doesn't like to talk about the salty stuff, right? Because he's trained to be a great PR guy, so all his answers are trained, right? Military precision, okay? You hear standard
Publicist
answers.
is like, don't say these things.
Yeah, don't say it. Allan, you must have had like people who gave you this, and these are the things you cannot say, right? And you're like, okay, I can never say this.
Yeah, I mean, just to share a quick one, like back then, even before getting involved in PR or marketing, I had my fair share of saltiness lah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, this is a side of Allan I didn't know. Okay, continue.
This is my personal experience. So back then, elections lah, right? So you support A or B, right? So I support A, I don't support B. Then habis lah, half your friends gone. Or they will get salty on you, they unfriend you. Like, why like that? Oh, politics is like that. So next time cannot simply share for me lah. So I learned lah, yeah. And then I tell all the players like, don't talk about politics, religion, LGBT and all that, very controversial, right? So depending on the country as well, yeah. And then of course you learn from others in the US, Europe, the Twitch streamers, etc. I'm sure Jackson knows a lot, right? Yeah. He has his fair share of stories, etc. Even in Malaysia, yeah. So yeah, I learned a lot from Flava too. When I just started getting involved in esports, yeah. Even from Mira, etc.
Yeah, I think like for esports, I think it's a little bit different. I mean, there's a lot of angles and things to talk about, but if it comes to like if there was no restriction and if it was freedom of speech where I would not be implicated by anything, like nothing will happen to me, I would love to see about a lot of stuff. But then we have to be careful about what we see in social media. So, present ourselves well. We need to see things like So hence that's how Allan was born. Like this is Allan after the whole saltiness. Like
All the salt gone.
Oh, I wish I knew him like before that.
Oh no.
So we get to know the real Allan Phang. So you vote for A or B, Rap?
I deleted all those posts already. 10 years ago posts, delete.
Yeah,
Okay.
you erase all the... Okay,
Erase
what
the-
about
erase the
outside of
evidence.
social media? You can have opinion, right?
You can have opinion.
Or to the point that outside of social media, you also like
I
program.
guess that's a good question, Venus. I guess we got to be careful nowadays. That there's an incident. This automobile company, this staff was condemning a certain situation in a country, and she got fired by the company, right? Well, I don't want to say the automobile's name, but yeah, that kind of things happen nowadays. The cancel culture, etc. So you got to be careful.
Is it something that whatever you say you do, it would kind of like affect?
Even you say if you don't represent the brand or the company you're working for, but then somehow the brand gets pressured. You know, the mob mentality, like what Jackson shared. Yeah. Right, Flava?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, Flava.
No, actually that's very true. You just have to be careful about the things you say or do. It will implicate because people will refer back like, oh, you are a staff to this particular company. Or you know.
Venus asked a good question: how to release attention? I guess in the mamak lah. Even on WhatsApp, you gotta be careful. People screenshot here and there. Yeah.
On the mamak?
I mean, you want to talk about certain sensitive stuff, you go to the mamak lah.
Oh, okay.
For example, right?
I compared to my cats.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, who said, dude, mamak is not the same question. You made it sound like people cannot record the conversations and stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side. Okay, but anyways, I just have one final question right here, just for Ameerah Idros right here. Now, Ameerah, you are a community leader. You've been serving as a community leader for quite a number of years, and right now you serve as a community manager for ESL, Malaysia, right?
Yes.
Let's say Malaysia. So social media is your tool for communications, and how do you balance one-on-one meet as compared to using social media as a mass communication tool?
Well, mainly like for currently what I'm doing right now in ESL is mainly like to engage with the community. So whatever I'm doing is always I would not really say mass, like really big ones, like more towards like it's level of community level, like where I actually approach them, you know, a bit more personal in my opinion when I'm like doing things and stuff, when I approach players or content creators and things like that. How I balance it is mainly if it's working hours, I'll be doing the work. But if it's off hours, if I reply lambat, I am so sorry. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, because I would say it actually has taken a toll on me. Because like back in the days when I like started, you know, actively in esports back in 2015, I was like this girl yang, this is my opinion, kau jangan sibuk kacau aku. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. That was me. Because, you know, basically, if those of you who are like in the League of Legends community, right? I was very vocal. I was among the girls who are very vocal in the community group. I was like, you know, if people were to batch, I'll be like, kau kenapa kau cakap macam ni ya? Apa masalah kau? Macam gaduh dengan dia orang kan. I even gaduh dengan admin.
Tidak, sabar. Tidak.
But yeah, I was actually quite vocal, you know, back then. And I was like, always like constantly, you know, wanting to fight for like a better community, a better place for everyone to be in, you know. Like, you know, try to fight all this toxicity and whatever not and stuff like that. So when I actually got into work with doing all these things, I kind of have to have like shift myself. Like, okay, if I nak kerja, I have to be like very professional. And then I also noticed that if I were to bring out after work, I still need to be professional, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, whatever I'm gonna like say or do or show to the community, it will actually like not just affect me, it affects the company, and you know the community itself will not be happy about it lah. So at the end of the day, macam kalau I nak kata balance in work dengan my private life, for now, I just like work. Habis pada tu, I was just like hands off. Yeah. But back in the days, you'll be seeing me almost everywhere. Mira. Like, apa Mira ni? Apa masalah dia? You know, that kind of thing. So, I mean...
Was this before Never One, before the other?
Before Never One, without the other lah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So after the
marriage slows us down.
No, marriage did not slow me down, bro. Marriage did not slow me down, Jackson. No.
Sorry.
Do we have a key ring or something?
Like, why'd you have to say that while holding the marriage ring? No. This will not bind me down. This is nothing. Okay, no.
No, I mean, it's not nothing lah.
Okay.
But, you know, just that, macam, for me, since back in the days until now, I always fight for a better community. Like, no matter what lah, tak kisahlah macam, wherever game you're in, I always want to have a healthy community where people will be happy to be in there. Same goes to like my followers and things like that. Like, I think one thing that sana kata one of my previous jobs, they actually groomed me into become this sister, kakak, to all these people in the community, which I actually feel, I mean, it really suited me because I really care for them. Whatever I do, I try to like do the best for the community, and try to give as much as possible to community without like mengacau company ke and things like that, semua macam tu kan. But at the end of the day kena belajar give and take jugalah, that kind of thing. Yes. That's how I balance lah. Balance tu, you need to know the yes and the no's and try to work around it. Yeah.
Wise words.
Wise words. Yeah. All right. So, guys, I think that was a great sharing session with everyone right here. I personally just want to say thank you so much to everyone joining in, not just you guys here, but also together with our guests who's currently back at home as well for having this great, amazing sharing session.
One last question though.
We do have one more question right here. This is from Nemi Rosrax. As an influencer, streamer, someone.
Someone famous.
It was like influencer, streamer / someone famous approach to advise your fellow influencers / streamers friends who's clearly doing something wrong, being racist, etc. Like, will you call them publicly? Ooh.
Sauce. Maksudnya?
Like, let's say for example somebody was doing some talk or do some bad stuff to you, like being racist or call you out for bad stuff, spread rumors on that shit. Would you call them out publicly?
If it's my friend, I will approach them privately. If it's not my friend, usually I don't care. I used to do that a lot. Like, I think we used to be young and hot-blooded. Whenever they post something not nice against my better judgment, I have to comment once or twice. That kind of things. And then you realize that people just keep fighting back, and then you buat sendiri tak suka, the whole day you feel like shit. So right now I don't do that anymore. If you're someone I genuinely care, then I'll tell you, hey, whatever you post today is like shit. Can you please like reflect on yourself? If it's someone that I don't care about, I don't care. But like Stephen Bones did mention earlier, actually I kind of grow tired of Facebook as well, but I need it as my platform for business and also streaming. Because sometimes you see a lot of negative stuff. So what I do is I actually unfollow a lot of people. I used to have like 4,999 friends, left that one more special space, I don't know for what. Now I only have 1K friends because I reduced it to really people that I really care about.
I'm surprised you even took time to delete.
I do. Because for my sanity I have to do that. So yeah, I unfollow a lot of people. If you scroll through my wall now, it's just cat, food, holiday place, so that I don't get stressed out when I come online. And I reach out to my friend also because I don't get to see a lot of this story. If you get into trouble, you get to drama, whatever you want me to know, please reach out to me, because sometimes they feel like, oh, I post this, you didn't like, you didn't comment, means you don't care. No, it's because I didn't see. So if you need something, reach out to me. That's what I tell them. So it protects me, it also protects them.
Yeah. So now would be a great time for you guys to check out your Facebook and see if she's still your friend. I'm just saying. Now would be a great time.
Well, the thing is, I don't think I had her, but I follow her page. So I'm safe.
Okay.
Facebook do it.
No, why I say that she really took her time to delete people and all that, because Facebook doesn't have the option where select all, delete. You have to like click
one
friend, unfriend. One by one, and there's a delay, so it's like, oh my goodness.
That's annoying. Yeah.
Why every time after you show I'll be in trouble?
Yeah, I don't know what. I feel like it's a great time to point out all this.
It's for Flava to throw people into hot oil.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
What do you say?
I almost got an official statement from CF. See how amazing the show is, okay? Like, imagine he had to repeat the same shit like a few times. We will try our best.
Yeah, to make sure that you don't misinterpret it, right? It's like, Flava, what I'm trying to tell you is not that CF is confirmed already, but maybe there might be a chance.
Jackson is putting
That's not what CF said!
His words, not mine.
That's okay lah. If it happens like, I guess people are just, we just want it. Yeah. But anyways, I think it would be a great time for me to just share a little bit about, since we're talking about a different perspective when it comes to social medias, survival. To survive social media, just be mindful of the things you say, be mindful of the things you do. Don't be like Allan before. Be like Allan now. All right, he's very professional. That's how it leads up to him being the head of
No, I think
PR
what Steve actually said earlier. I think even my mom actually said it right. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say. Like literally, just diam. Faham tak? Diam.
Wait. Your mom said it like that?
Tak. I tambah my plan.
Oh, so you basically you did the Stephen Bones, but you add emotion into it. How
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, seriously lah. I mean, what's the point of you actually throwing out all those toxic things just to hurt the person? Apa korang ni hidup sedih sangat ke tak dapat atensi?
Probably. Most probably.
Right. Tak apa, nanti cari atensi lagi in the right way, not the wrong way.
I don't have anything else to say. I just follow whatever Ameerah said just now. Like when she was scolding with the angry tone, everybody was like.
But seriously though, diam. Jangan cakap benda-benda yang tak baik. If you don't have anything, just hold your tongue, hold your fingers. Kalau nak gigit lah. Jangan cakap benda-benda yang tak baik, diam. Macam tu kan lah.
Don't do that last part. I'm just saying. No, don't do that last part.
Later you see the headlines, right? Ameerah never one Rose encourages viewers to bite at their hands until they bleed. Something like that. Habis.
As long as you don't end up being toxic and stuff.
Yes.
Alright.
If that apa benda English aku malam ni ya? Aku tak faham. If that is what it takes.
yes. Anger translator terbalik.
Oh, okay. Oh, this one the softer tone. Okay. Yeah.
Udah lah apa?
Yeah, and also we did also touch a little bit on professionalism, on how to, properly address and manage things as well. Just, things happen, social media, you can't stop it because it's a very open world. Of course, you can privatize it to a certain extent if you want to, but also be sure to actually be professional in the way you actually handle things as well, because the world is watching you, especially when things are being published publicly. All right, no matter in whatever you do. All right. Also, a softer advice is that you don't have to scream just to get a message across.
Yeah. Tapi kadang-kadang kena sebab bebal kan?
Bangga. Okay. Yeah, Ameerah just basically, if there was a dictionary on all the foul words that our parents have said back in the days, every time like Ameerah say like a word, like when Ameerah said the word bebal, everybody was having flashbacks. Oh, mak aku pernah cakap macam ni dulu kat aku. Oh, dia panggil aku bebal tu, sakit. Okay, yeah. So yeah, sometimes you have to, like we wouldn't know, but I feel bad for without the other. Like he okay lah.
Kimi okay ke? Tak apa, jangan risau.
No, you say he's okay.
Dia okay. Seriously okay. Dia happy je.
Oh gosh.
You don't get to say whether he's happy. We would like to invite him to the show one day and tell him, hey, you okay or not, bro? She said you okay, but we don't trust her.
Kimi tolong komen sekarang.
No, that sounds like you're forcing him to give an answer. It's like you gave him a transcript on what to respond. Kalau orang cakap kau okey ke tak, kau cakap kau okey, okay?
Tak apa, banyak follower I ada kat situ, semua support dengan I kan?
Okay.
Alright, okay guys. Now we're gonna take another short break. Right after this up, it's going to be the giveaway segment.
Flava, janganlah break. Aku nak bagi keyboard.
Nak bagi? Bagi terus.
Bagi terus.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, then we'll just go on.
Giveaway.
Okay, we're giving it like last 30 seconds. If you guys haven't done this, be sure to actually log in and fill out your forms at a.serverdna.asia and then fill out the feedback form and then we'll start the lucky draw, right? Whew.
Yes.
Alright.
Sophia, hi. Dia kata hi kat Flava je.
Okay, hi.
Hi, Sophia.
Ya, Kak Ameerah. Abang Kimi. Okay.
Yeah, we as We Guided are supporting you.
Venus and Nuzaru, is that okay?
Sorry, what?
What is it?
I have a question for the both of you, like for the cosplayers in here.
Why do I feel like every time you want to ask a question, like especially when to Nuzaru, it feels so personal? Just want to ask you,
What do you mean? Just okay. This is a serious question, right? Well, serious in the sense of seeing as we were talking about the CF earlier, and how it might or might not go through this year, or like last year how it didn't go through it and stuff like that. As people who are in the cosplay industry, have you been finding it? Has your business dropped because of like the MCO and the current pandemic, or has there actually been an opposite effect where because people have nothing to do, they're like, okay, we want to spend a little bit more money on like the the cosplaying stuff, to do our own private photo shoots or whatever. Like, how has the industry been for you guys?
3 weeks ago there was an episode.
No, we're not gonna do that lah.
In terms of business, yeah, it did affect because I really depend a lot on events, not just cosplay, but a lot of events, launching, because I don't just do play costume like I mentioned. So yeah, it did affect my business. Is that all?
I mean,
all that question?
Yes.
Oh,
basically, essentially, because it is part of something that you've been doing for a very, very long time, right? Like, has there been a hit? Like, has there been a very significant decrease in your traffic in terms of like for your business itself as well?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. What about you, Nuzaru?
I actually just started like streaming, doing cosplay streaming.
Nuzaru, cut off. You're cutting off.
I feel
Right,
bad.
hold on as we fix the technical difficulties.
I feel like after this, Chee Kong needs to make a public statement. We'd like to apologize because of CF. You were not able. Your businesses have been like affected. We will try our level best to make CF happen so that we as an industry will grow together. Like, no, these questions are about the people and relevant to CF. Chee Kong's are listening in. Yeah, our business affected. Yeah, that's my fault.
I mean,
Sorry.
there are other ways to actually.
Yeah, there are other ways. I get it lah. But
Tapi Jackson is just trying to attack him again.
What do you mean? I'm just asking a genuine question because
it's like trying to pressure CF. You must do. You know what you're doing.
So many
We're
people.
losing jobs.
Okay, it's because like how cosplayers are generally very, very public people. Like they go out and they meet people and stuff like that, especially in events like these. So touching on that as well, Venus.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot less public events that are going out at the moment, right? Like, has that affected your income? And I don't want to say income because income is very personal, right? But has it affected your pace in terms of growing, or like, I mean, obviously, Nuzaru has said that she moved over to streaming a little bit more, cosplaying on stream and stuff like that. Like, has there any way, any other way that you guys have done to supplement that drop in, that very public activity that I guess most cosplayers earn from?
You found out you have talent. You found out you got talent for acting too.
Okay, basically, my client has moved on to. Let me reset. It does affect my business when it comes to cosplay because no event ma. So cosplay usually buy like Taobao costume and all, so it's cheaper to just shoot at home. Actually, now that you ask, how did I survive? So many months. Where did I forget I make gloves. Remember my gloves?
Yeah.
I have.
She just remembered how she survived MCO.
Yeah, because I have certain clients which is they want a costume. It's not so much for event, but as a collection. These are like a group of collectors. So yeah, this is how I've been surviving. But I don't know for how long lah. But because of MCO, so it opens up. One door closed, it opens up other doors. So I also try streaming. I try a lot of weird things, and then weird things. So any vacancy?
Evo's got any vacancy?
I can't play game though.
Actually, there is. I remember Evos was posting, right? There is vacancy.
Oh, shit.
Then after this, Allan will put a plug. If you guys want to know more, check out our social media.
Let's link up on LinkedIn.
All right, okay, anyways, guys, we're going to put the whole things for a while. Okay, we're going to continue our lucky draw. Are we ready? Can we show?
Lucky draw.
Who's going to get it?
Not
Wait,
us.
just one only, is it?
Huh?
Just one only, is it?
What?
Because
We got 2 items, right? 2, right? Feedback and...
Oh, satu saja.
Oh, 1 only. Okay, all right. So this is only for 1 lucky winner, right? We'll get this one, okay? So we'll make sure that the draw is a little bit long. Okay, so we'll wait it out. Okay. All right, let's do this. Achoo. Okay, we'll let this roll a little bit further.
So cool.
Okay, let's see. If you guys see your name, it has passed. I don't think you're gonna win anymore. So, yeah.
Siapa nak cakap stop ni?
No, just chill a little bit.
Okay.
Chill, bagi dia suspense sikit.
Yeah,
Let them see their names pass by.
Oh,
and
that's mean.
Look, at least they know their names are there.
Yeah. I mean, that's not mean. We did worse in serverDNA.
Oh yeah, we did worse in serverDNA. Okay, what we did with serverDNA, there was one time, it was a graphic card giveaway.
Oh yeah.
When the person got up, he doesn't get a graphic card. If he can answer the question correctly, he gets a graphic card.
Yeah.
And if he gets it wrong, he gets a shirt.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
damn.
okay. All right. So, anytime you guys ready, anyone want to call it?
Kita bagi Allan lah. Allan.
Allan.
He's been too quiet.
Okay, Allan.
Okay,
Okay,
stop.
Wan Kyong. He must be screaming right now.
Is he here? You have
See
5
that?
minutes to WhatsApp the number.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tan,
You have 5 minutes
Wait.
to WhatsApp the number.
Tan Tuan Kiong. Okay, let's see if you are here. Okay, if you are here, just comment in the comment section. If you did not win, the reason why we asked Allan to say stop is because he is responsible. If you didn't win.
Oh, we want to put the blame on
Right,
him.
that's right.
You made
That's
one
right.
person happy, but you made another 100 people angry.
This is how the mob started.
Oh,
Yeah, this is how the mob
They're
started.
enablers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is.
You know, you never want to be the guy to say stop when it comes to lucky draws, because of you, like you could have stopped it earlier when it would have been your name.
Okay, I learned something new.
Everyone in this audience, right? It's like, oh.
In every lucky draw, you know when people clap hands after they announce the winner, Tan Tuan Kiong, congratulations. The people who are clapping hands, I know deep inside they'll be like, aduh. You know, in all honesty,
Sorry,
they're not
guys.
happy.
Sorry, guys.
Another one also. Mousepad, everyone be super happy.
Yeah. It'd be funny if the winner was actually an RSG fan. Thank you, Evos.
Oh, yo, that big mousepad.
Kau tak pakai lagi, mine already terbentang.
Maybe I should start using it. It's very big.
Alright, so guys, I think that is the end of the segment we have right here for today. I want to say thank you so much to all our guests right here. We have Chee Kong, Nuzaru. Thank you so much to Rajin Shi. Of course, we have Stephen Bowes. He had to leave early because he had something to tend to as well. Thank you so much to Ameerah Idros, Venus, my man RFB, Raja Farouk Bin. The only guy that I know that has the word bin in his abbreviations for his calling
Lucky
name.
never say
RFB.
RBF, yo.
Yeah, so RFB, alright, Mr. Allan Phang.
He was wrong.
Like, I swear the branding will be like, oh, did you tell people this is how you... It's supposed to be, how do you do Eva's Roar? The real one?
Not too sure. Also.
What do you mean not too sure? You are PR and marketing. Alright, Allan Phang from EVOS joining us right here, and myself, Muhammad Farouk. You guys can call me Flava. And I would like to say thank you so much to all the viewers who tuning in. Congratulations to our winner, Tan Tuan Kiong. And thank you so much to everyone joining in, and be sure to join us together with us next week, 8 p.m. on Wednesday for more action right here at serverDNA Live with Flava, proudly brought to you by MSN. Till then, we'll see you guys in the next one.
MSI lah, Flava.
MSI, sorry. MSI. We'll see you guys in the next one.
And also shout out all the best.
Wait, sempat lagi.
Good luck in SPM, guys. Good luck.
Oh
Good luck in
yeah,
SPM.
SPM. Good luck.
Good luck, SPM.
Yeah, SPM. Yes, yes.
Gambate.
What was it? What was it?
Oh,
Plug
social
social.
media.
Plug social. Oh, okay, plug socials. Okay, you guys get plug your socials. Okay, and Allan.
Follow
Social.
EVOS at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us on EVOS. Thank you.
Okay, I was expecting more. Okay, knowing you.
And also LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Okay, all right. Okay, RB. Any social medias you want to plug in?
You can follow our daily fun music experience stuff at RFBX Project, and also We Are Fast. I promise it'll be fun.
Where is it on Facebook?
Oh yes, ma'am, it is.
Do we have to sing if we go to your show, even though we're not supposed to?
You can if you want to.
Okay.
You know how we survive. We don't force people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, feel it.
Okay. All right, Venus.
I guess you can follow my costuming / gaming / Membawang session in my Facebook page, Venus. For photo content, it's just my Instagram, 20 Venus 13, I think. But yeah, that's about it.
Well, I thought it was OnlyFans.
I do weird. Oh no! What am I going to sell? Which part?
No. She said pictures and it's like.
Oh no,
Okay.
my costume on mannequin.
I didn't see anything else. Okay.
I have TikTok too. Not active, but yeah.
All right. Okay, Mira.
So you guys can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitch, or you can also join my Discord server. You can either find me as Ameerah Idros or Never1 or Ameerah DRS. But if you search Never1, my name will pop out. Or you search Ameerah DRS, my name will pop out.
Okay. All right.
Wow. I want 10% of your confidence.
Okay, wait. I don't even know whether should we even ask Chee Kong to actually plug in. Would you like to plug in your socials?
Not really, but you can follow us on Comedy Fiesta.
I think everybody is like, we follow already. No need lah.
Follow again.
Follow again. Guys, just unfollow and follow. Just to make Chee Kong a little bit happy, seeing people like and follow. Yeah, just make it happy. All right. Okay, Nuzaru.
Maybe. Sorry, just maybe a quick one. We might be posting something for April Fool's tomorrow. So yeah, maybe you can look out for that.
Got April Fool content, guys.
Can't wait.
CF is happening.
April Fools.
Okay, all right, Nuzaru.
I'm not sure.
TikTok. Do it.
No, don't follow me on TikTok, please.
Follow her on TikTok.
Okay, now we want to follow. Now we want to follow her TikTok. Okay.
Follow her TikTok.
Good marketing skills.
Good marketing skills. Don't follow me, and then everybody want to follow.
Yep.
I see.
It's okay, but I'm being honest.
Humble.
Just follow me.
I want to say thank you to Chee Kong for the CF because CF is like my first event ever.
Okay, all right.
I don't own CF. I just book here. But okay.
But like you're a part of it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay.
Magic. So yeah.
Jackson perlu ke?
Okay, Jackson. Okay, Jackson can lah. Okay,
Jackson perlu ke? Okay, right. Everybody.
I have one more.
Oh, kau sama.
Subscribe to Caprice Rin on YouTube. Thank you.
What is it? Can you spell it out?
Yeah, spell it out first.
Caprice Rin. CAPRIES space RYN. Caprice Rin.
Caprice Rin.
Okay,
Alright,
somebody
let's go
type that
follow
out in the chat, okay? Unless you are evil. Yeah, so, alright. Okay, Raijin Chi.
Finally, the noisy guy. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. You can follow me on Twitch via twitch.tv/RaiJinShi. You can find me on Twitter as well by the name of RaiJinShi, RAIJINSHI. Instagram, and also finally Discord as well. If you would like to Google my name a little bit, some salty things are going to come up that you might be interested in as well. So maybe go check that out. Like, how do I know this? I once shamelessly Googled myself. Alright, don't judge me, guys. Alright, so thanks. Back to the studio.
Okay,
Guys?
alright. Guys, we have good news and bad news. Which one you guys want first?
Good news.
Best news?
What do you mean best news? What good news or bad news first, okay? Alright, so I wanted to give the good news and bad news, but then the admin already typed in the chat already. But here's the thing, alright? So apparently, the guy who actually won just now, the one that Allan said stop, okay, he did not claim the prize within the 5-minute time frame. So since the show has not ended yet, we have to do the lucky draw again. Now here's the thing. If the name comes out later, let's say whoever the person is, right? You need to text the phone number within the 5-minute time frame. If you don't, basically the prize will be given to somebody else. If it's not being featured in this show, it will be posted out in the next one. Alright, so if you guys are still here, yeah, so that's the good news right here, right? So if you guys are ready, let's do it. Alright, can we start the lucky draw? It's okay. We do it like normal. We let the name roll. Let them see their names there. Be sad.
So the person earlier was already taken out, right? His name.
Yeah, he didn't pick it up. So
Yeah.
I guess he didn't want
Oh,
it. So.
Caprice Rin.
Was it?
Oh, she's
Caprice
there.
Caprice
oh,
Rin. Oh, okay. Takut.
There she is.
Tacut kan?
Wasn't she the one who said don't follow? I didn't say. Alright, okay, anytime ready. Okay, let's say, okay, Venus and
Can I have the Kiwi one? Look, they look so cool.
Venus.
Yes, it
If you please do the honors.
Oh, it's heavy.
You can say
Yes, Avi.
And stop. Chong Kiat.
Dearest Eun Chong Kiat, this could be yours.
Could be.
Could be.
We're not
Yes,
saying this
here.
is yours. We're saying it could be yours.
It's currently unclaimed under your name.
If you don't want it, no, just be honest with us. If you don't want it, just tell us. You don't have to like wait until the 5-minute time frame. You can just text us and say we don't want
You
it.
have 5 minutes to WhatsApp the number
Send it
stated
to
in
Rajin
the
Shi.
chat log.
You can transfer the ownership to, you know.
Transfer
One of
ownership.
us.
Here.
Ada
One of
transfer
us.
ownership.
I'm just reading the chat. I don't think the person's here. I'm just
Ah,
like
damn.
Sila WhatsApp ke 016 683.
nama saya tak ada dalam senarai.
Ada sebenarnya.
Ada.
Ada. Jangan risau, ada.
Ada, tak nampak je.
Nama laju sangat. Macam mana nampak macam ni?
Alright, okay. Now here's the thing. If the person doesn't claim it itself, we'll bring it to the next show itself. Hopefully, he or she PMs us on claiming this item. Alright?
If you were to share this, we break it in half.
No. You can have the number portion, okay?
No, RFD. Keyboard doesn't work like that. You can just split it in half and have it work.
Cantik.
What did they teach you in music school?
No, our keyboard in music school plays different thing.
Oh ya, keyboard.
Keyboard. I was like,
Guys, Flava pembaris lagi sekali.
okay, I apologize. I thought, no, they have keyboards too in their studios, okay? Like keyboard to do their work. Sorry. Okay. Alright,
Flava
so
pembaris guys. Itulah dia hashtag untuk hari ni. Hashtag Flava pembaris.
Hashtag pembaris.
Yep.
Man, pembaris AF, bro.
I know, right? Like, how did I mess this up with? Like, I usually call people pembaris and I messed up. But anyways, thank you so much, guys. That's all we have for you guys tonight. And we'll see you guys in the next one, on the next show at serverDNA Live with Flava, probably brought to you by MSI. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to serverDNA Live with Flava Season 2.
Howdy, challengers. Now, this town needs a cleanse. Here's a mission for you. You are required to experience the horror and defeat the darkness. Join me every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on Indiana Bones and the Curse of the HorrorBox, only at serverDNA TV. Oh yeah.
King Angel. Your cosplaying, maid cafe running, freelance modeling, live streaming, high heel wearing, weird singing, bad dancing, unicorn loving, sashimi eating, loud talking, no chilling host of Angel and Friends. Cosplaying with great friends has taught me a lot of things, and we're here to share our stories with you. Join me on Angel and Friends every Friday at 8 p.m. only here on serverDNA TV.
Everyone gets to make choices. He wants to get ahead of others, while they keep themselves busy. And she prefers keeping it private. Whatever your needs may be, there isn't one that does it all, does it? Introducing a range of new routers and Wi-Fi mesh. Whether it's speed or coverage, there is a device for everyone. This is broadband done right. Get better choices with Time Fiber Home Broadband.